The poll we're gonna put out is who canceled themselves more, me with my never-ending diatribe, or you with that one sentence.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. As we fired up this episode, we were recording a couple days in advance. We just saw that Norm Macdonald passed away after a 9-year battle with cancer privately, which, first of all, obviously, rest in peace. Norm Macdonald is a fucking legend of the game, from SNL to his movies and stand-up. Like, that's one that comics are going to be busted up about. You know, he was like the comics comic. So that sucks. And
that you see someone died, it's like a celebrity died, and my brain just right away goes fentanyl.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was wondering if
it wasn't normal. It's any celebrity who shockingly dies,
right?
It's like fentanyl.
But then to find out that he privately had cancer for 9 years, like, bro, if I ever get cancer, you're gonna fucking know it, because I'm gonna be like, I've got cancer, and I'm gonna use it as an excuse, and I'm never gonna do anything difficult ever again, and you're gonna have to wait on me hand and foot.
1 Minute Man plugs your GoFundMe.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna fucking know it, and you're gonna hate me for it. You're gonna be like, I hope this guy dies soon, because it's so fucking annoying how much he's talking about his cancer. Almost a decade where you're just battling the worst thing in the world, like doing it with a smile on your face, or at the very least, you know, lying to people.
That was the same shit with Chadwick Boseman, where he like give like answers and like he's like, yeah, I'll tell you the story one day, when he's talking about like losing weight and gaining weight.
When
like
people are, you know, he's on drugs and he, you know, oh man, fuck.
Particularly squeaky today.
Yes, very much. Don't move. Just stay totally still. Don't move. You can't squeak in the middle of like a eulogy here, man. Come on. But man, I mean, to me, Burt Reynolds on Celebrity Jeopardy is just the best. It's my big hat. It's funny because it's a big hat. It's bigger than usual.
I didn't know much of his stuff, so I don't want to do like a thing. But like, yes, that was hilarious.
I love Dirty Work. Dirty Work's one of the funniest bad movies ever.
Yeah, my nose bit off by a Saigon whore.
In the land of the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. In the land of like the whatever, the half-nosed man is king. That bit about with him and Chris Farley, man. A lot of those guys are fucking dead now. Phil Hartman, Norm Macdonald, Chris Farley, like R.I.P. to the fucking greats. I want to see what Dirty Work has on.
I saw Dirty Work when I was entirely too young. I must have been 9 when I saw it. Nah, 7 probably. No, I was probably like 12 or something like that. I don't know.
No, you weren't.
What
65% audience score, 14% tomatoes.
What?
Anytime you can get a discrepancy of 50% or more in your tomatoes and in your critics and audience score, that's when you know it's a good movie.
Okay, I was probably 10. It came out in '98, so it was either 10 or 11, because I saw it I got it as a new release at Blockbuster.
Man,
that's too young to watch Dirty Work.
Yeah, pretty much. Artie Lang. Who would have thought Artie Lang would outlast Norm Macdonald? Fucking A, man. That's a sad one. You're gonna see a lot of funny clips and bits and all that coming out. So I gasped.
Yeah, I think I was just a little late. A little too late for Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
I think if I was like 3 years younger, I would know more. Mm-hmm. But I think obviously, very funny man. I'm probably going to go back now and consume a bunch of his stuff.
As I've gotten more into comedy and seeing how much people like, feels almost Attell-esque when it's like when you ask comics who they think are really funny, and Norm Macdonald's always on that list. And so I think that made me realize how like influential he was, but he's a very funny guy, and that delivery is fucking awesome. And I think he was one of the last like real ones who never really like conformed or like changed his style or worried about anything. Just let it fucking rip. So yeah. All right. So R.I.P. to Norm Macdonald. In this episode is in honor of the great Norm. I know as he goes to the great beyond.
A lot of pressure.
As he goes to the great beyond, he will be truly honored by our tribute more than anybody else. The fact that he gets up there.
Our tribute to being like, yeah, I kind of knew him. Yeah. I saw a movie of his. Pay my respects.
Speaking of movies, we've got COPSHOP coming out on Friday, featuring our guy Frank Grillo, who was one of, hands down, my favorite guest of all time.
He was perfect. Can I say that?
I want him as like a third host.
Yeah, he was.
He's one of those guys. I was like, just come back anytime. Anytime. You don't have to be doing a movie. Just anytime you want to talk, come to us. We'll let you do it.
I don't know if you didn't watch the episode, it started with the moment we had cameras on us and we saw each other. Frank just started with, fuck you, motherfuckers.
No, sons of bitches. He goes, what's up, you son of a bitches? This is great.
And it was like, when you have that with a guest, you're like, oh, all right, we're good.
Instantly.
This will
like,
be easy,
I don't know how,
no
like,
problem.
throw anything I had out the window. Now we can just have our normal conversation. You know what Frank Grillo, let me just tell you. First, go see Frank Grillo. It's in theaters Friday the 17th, so this Friday coming up tomorrow. It's got Gerard Butler in it. Gerard Butler is a hitman. Frank plays a con man.
Gerard Butler and Frank Grillo neither miss. Frank said he's a B movie guy. That just means fun movie.
An A+ actor in B movies.
They do not miss in these kind of movies. They're fucking. I mean, Gerard Butler's the king. Gerard Butler's just the king.
Yeah.
And Frank's gonna hate this, but you're the prince, Frank. You're the prince of these movies. Gerard's king. Vin Diesel's God.
So it's those two trying to kill each other inside of a police station because they thought, you thought he would avoid the hitman by going to the cops. So funny movie in theaters, a good time, no politics, no bullshit, just good action, good comedy, good stuff with Frank and Gerard Butler. So, you know what Frank made me realize? I actually have like a kind of an existential thought, and I don't want it to come off like narcissistic or anything, but Frank Grillo made me realize how very infrequently I am being my like real self to people. Just having real conversations where I'm just saying everything that I want to say and not holding back, not curtailing anything, not making jokes, not making fun. I'm never doing that.
I don't think there's a problem with that.
I do. I think that sucks.
I disagree.
I think it's like there's so many people, like I look back at how many people I'm like, yeah, well, like, like right away when I'm talking to someone, I'm like, all right, I can't be myself with you. Like I can't tell the joke here I was going to tell you, or I can't like, if I say that, you might like, I might hurt your feelings, or like with Frank, I was like, you can't even fucking speak, you meathead. I met him 2 seconds earlier. Didn't even met him. I just talked to him through a computer. I knew he was a cool guy. But the amount of like, that's why I think when you get an interview like that, it's so rare that it's like, oh, like everyone's just being themselves.
Oh wait, are
totally.
you saying people in the world? Or
Yes.
You're saying people in interviews?
In the world.
Okay,
Everybody.
in the world, I think that's
everybody,
okay.
everywhere. The amount of people that it's like, you're talking to. I think people do this with guys, girls. You're meeting, you're dating, you're meeting friends, you're meeting coworkers. It's like, oh, like this person's too stupid to like really talk to. This person is not going to get this joke if I say it. This person's going to be offended by this joke. This person's not going to get that I'm like saying it out of love, like it's all good. I'm not really making fun of you. Like this person, I can't like. I can't talk to about like the things I truly like because we're not matching up, whatever.
But you
like,
these people you talk to like for 10 minutes. Like it's not like someone you talk to all the So like I
No,
think that's,
but I mean,
with great
but even
power
like I don't
comes
know.
great responsibility. And if you have the ability to talk and smart enough to tell jokes and read
Yeah.
people, you'd be like, all right, I'm just like
Yeah.
Like, when people are like, I'm just myself, man. I just say what's on my mind.
Yeah, it's like,
fucking why,
yeah.
dude?
You're-
Just fucking shut
and
up.
it's like you probably like pissed off a lot of people. Then,
Why do you
know?
have to make this uncomfortable and weird? Like, just fucking talk to this fucking person's husband for 5 minutes. Be
Yeah.
regular. Never see that person again in your life.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like,
No,
oh
but even-
man,
but
I was gonna call you a fucking meathead Italian scumbag guinea to your face.
Yeah.
but I don't
that's who
think he would have
wanna
been okay
be.
with it.
That's who I want to be. I do it with coworkers. I mean, there's like very few people that I'm really myself with.
I think that's
Super
that's
few.
the whole world because I think that's what keeps us all fine. If everyone was just saying what's on their mind at all times, that's lunacy. We talk about it. It's an ATI question. Like, what if someone could read your mind? Like, fucking no.
Yeah, but I guess
wanna-
there's a difference between saying what's on your mind and like being,
No one
not
who
like
says
giving you
what's
a-
on their mind at all times is like a person you want to be around.
Yeah, but it's not about saying what I. It's just about like being able to. I guess it's really just about like the sense of humor aspect, where it's just like you're not gonna get it, or I can't say this, or whatever. It's not like I have to like just blurt my opinions on everything at all times. But there's just so few people who can hang.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But like,
The amount of like, think about that.
I'm gonna gas you up real quick here. It's like LeBron playing basketball. Like, no one's fun to play with.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess
yeah,
so. When
you're
you
right.
talk and
You're
joke
right.
for a living.
You're fucking good at it.
Yeah,
Most
yeah.
people aren't.
Which is why I guess I find it so funny when I see people like mostly chicks being like dating, like I'm in the dating pool and it's like it's so hard out here, and it's like probably true that there's like a lot of guys you go on dates with who are like meatheads who don't get the joke, or they can't carry a conversation, or they whatever. But also, you probably kind of suck too. You know what I mean? Like, you're probably, there's probably some guy on the other side being like, oh, that girl was a 0 on the date we just went on.
Yeah, I think that most people suck.
Yeah.
Most people are not interesting or fun or funny or
Yeah.
can have conversations. It's like, yeah, most
That's
people,
just such a shame.
I've met sucky people because that's
and then
most of them.
When it happens, it is so special where it's like, oh, you can just tell when people are clicking. And also, like people that I like and know, I didn't click with as much as I did with Frank Grillo.
Yeah.
So, like, that's when it's a really good conversation when it's like, this guy felt like we knew him. He was like, oh, I felt like I've known him for years. That was like instant, And there are people I know for years that I do get along with that even then I wouldn't have that good of a conversation.
Yeah.
It's fun. I guess when you think about it that way is that it's like it is a special thing that happens. So it is going to happen rarely where it's like meeting a guy or a girl. If you're in a romantic situation, it's like there were sparks. Or if you're in an interview situation, it was highly entertaining. Or in a coworker situation where like you're gonna kill it in business, where it's just like, oh, it works. We get it.
Like,
Don't have to worry
people
about it.
you've met in your life. Probably 7 of them who are interesting.
Yeah.
Not our
But
lives
then-
a little different. We meet
But also, so many
celebrities.
people probably feel that way about you.
very many.
Yeah.
Is this
It's
an
like,
existential
are
crisis
you?
we're having right
Yeah.
now?
Are you?
Are you like, all right, how many
Are
people
you
did I
a
disappoint?
have or a have not? Are you one of the? Are you one of the people who people would be like, you are interesting and you are like you do bring the conversation up, or are you mostly considered like bring the conversation?
I'm gonna give
down?
myself a have. I'm gonna
Yeah?
give myself one on that one. But I also don't like to think about that shit. I don't fucking care. I think if because it's just poisoning the well. If you're like constantly comparing, like, oh wait, was I interesting as that guy? Was I interesting as that guy? I don't know. I'm just gonna fucking say my things, and then I'm gonna say my things that I think apply to the conversation. I'm gonna try not to be an asshole. I'm gonna try and be funny, and I think I do pretty good most of the time.
Well, I always think like the reason why this works is because we're so average, so medium, so middle of the road. So then that means you're just like in the pack with all the other people who are generally like blah.
But you don't actually.
If you're
think
the
that.
king, if you're the king of the medium, you're just like blah.
yeah, but like you don't really think that.
I don't think what.
Like that we're like in the middle.
I don't know. I kind of think I do. I think that's why this show
I think
works.
You should smarten up. Because if we were just in the middle, Kevin, everyone would have this fucking show. And guess what? No one else has this fucking show.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're at the top of the middle. So.
I think you should go talk to yourself in the mirror for a little bit. just say I'm good at what I do.
Yeah, no, but I guess it always comes back to like all I do is just talk. I guess it's more about like well, whatever. Fucking, we'll go in circles. But I just don't think that. I don't think we're in the upper echelon of like interesting people of the world. Who
I'm gonna fucking gas us up, Kevin.
Yeah?
I think we are.
Yeah?
I'm gonna give us 1%ers. Well, fucking
1%?
Well, I would.
We're in the top 1%?
Of people in the world talking and being interesting. Yes.
Not talking, because talking we talk a lot, but like being interesting.
Yep.
1%.
1%. People in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not talking about 1%
So
of
what-
podcasts.
so what-
well, 1% of people in the
1%
world.
of 8 billion is what?
We're probably 1%
Eight-
of podcasts.
eight-
We hit one.
Okay, we're talking 1% of podcasts, Kevin. That means we're top 0.0001%
No,
of people in the world.
No, that's saying that podcasting is like the elite of the world. It's
Talk
not.
shows are the elite of talking and being
No,
interesting.
I'm not saying talking, but being interesting. There's a zillion people who don't have a fucking podcast, John.
Yeah. They're not very interesting.
No,
They don't have,
no,
I think there are more interesting people with podcasts than without.
no.
I think so. Like what? Like what?
Fucking
Oh,
like Jeff Bezos doesn't have a fucking podcast.
I don't think Bezos
Kanye
is
West doesn't have a podcast.
Okay, fine. Perform.
There are
Entertainers.
interesting
Entertainers.
people.
Entertainers. How about that?
Entertainers, what?
Entertainers. Like they if they're not, I'm talking about people who aren't in entertainment. Most aren't that interesting.
Okay, but
Like there are.
but there's a lot. of
Every like if we're being fucking really totally honest, I think every person is interesting. I think everyone's got a pretty unique story,
yeah.
and shit like that. But whether you can spin it and tell it is a
Yeah.
different story. That's what I mean. I don't mean like no one else lives an interesting life.
Yeah.
I mean like being able to talk about it and be funny about it and charismatic about it and all that shit.
My guy Ryan Sickler does on his Patreon. He just has he does like episodes with his guests, with his listeners, which I've thought about at times, like thinking about trying to do something like that, where it's like, cause of Joe, Gay Joe, where it was like that was just one random dude who had like this fucking
yeah.
unbelievable story that like is one in a zillion, and how many more are out there. So Sickler does it, and it's like, this guy who got shot in the fucking head and survived with a brain and a bullet in his brain, and this person who like overdosed and died but came back to life after, like, just random ass people who have stories that are just like fucking unbelievably fascinating. But I think that there's more. I think the most interesting people are not going to be necessarily like in entertainment or like, you know, people who are like heads of state and fucking leaders of war and artists
count all
who
that.
don't, you
Heads
know?
of state I count as entertainment.
Yeah.
21st century. It is.
Yeah, I'm a 5-star general. Yeah, well, I'm a podcaster, bro. Guess what?
It is.
We're
No, I mean,
coworkers.
heads of state I mean as politicians. Like,
Yeah.
that's
Well, now,
entertainment,
yeah. Politicians specifically are definitely getting pretty hacky. As you see, like with the Met Gala. I mean, the Met Gala is like the only place where you can get, you know, fucking like TikTokers and like
TikTokers were there? No. If TikTokers were there, Anna Wintour, we got a problem.
I think Addison Rae was probably there. I think she was.
She was.
She's like an actress. I mean, she's a TikToker.
Yeah, she's a TikToker, bro.
But she has at least transcended a little bit.
Teensy bit.
Like I think she has a Netflix movie, which I think we have a Netflix movie.
I was gonna say at that point.
Netflix's goal is like, we're gonna make a movie and people are gonna talk about it for a week and then never again. That's a Netflix movie.
Yeah,
like we'll get a big star. Like this, you know, this Idris Elba did a direct to movie.
Yeah.
Fucking Dave Bautista. They have like everybody. Ryan Reynolds. Like
Netflix movies.
1 week we're gonna do a movie.
They really are like this weekend. The whole world is gonna watch it and talk about it, and then never again. But that
And
weekend's
then-
kind of fun, and that's why I think it's really, if you debut during the pandemic or when there's a blizzard or something like that, and I mean, I guess that all that kind of shit varies where you are. But if there's, you know, a reason to be in front of the TV that weekend when you drop those movies, you're like the star for the week.
Yeah.
You know, you're number one on Netflix. So it brings up an interesting debate because I think the Met Gala used to kind of be the perfect, most iconic celebrities, and now as you see like someone like Addison Rae gets in there, it's kind of like, well, wait a minute. And the debate that was being had at the office started by Jack I believe, who, you know, everyone, it's synonymous with high fashion and you know, expose pieces on interesting people. It was the Jack Mack versus Jack Mack with new girl Alex in the middle. And the debate was, who is more known worldwide, household name type shit, Pitbull or Anna Wintour?
I mean, this is. I think we're gonna be on the same page here.
We'll say it on the count of three. Who the person we think is more well known? 1, 2, 3.
Mr.
Pitbull.
305.
Yeah, I mean, well, first his nickname is
Mr.
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, it's.
I don't even think this is remotely close.
I don't think so either.
I think that, like, I know who Anna Wintour is.
Yeah. But
I don't know.
I know who she is.
But also, like, if you showed me a picture with context clues, I would probably guess it. But I don't, like, know her by face.
Oh, I know her right off the bat.
I would
but
know that.
Most
Like,
people
if-
are not
if-
as well
if-
versed as me.
Like, I could probably
in fashion.
I could walk by her on the street and not notice.
Wait, she's in fashion?
Huh?
She's in. I gotta be honest. I was thinking news.
She's the editor of Vogue.
Oh, all right.
So yeah,
If
exactly.
you,
so
if
like,
you Google her,
like,
you'll
say
recognize
no more.
her. You've seen
Maybe.
it. You will recognize. She has like
I don't think so.
She
I
has
don't
like
think
a
he will.
haircut. She's always got those fucking sunglasses on. She is no.
Nothing.
See, that's what I mean. That's Iowa shit. Most people are Nick Hamilton.
Okay, I'm from Chicago.
you
You've
went
told
to
me I'm from Iowa
right?
several times.
Yeah, you went to Iowa. You
Yeah.
you are where I'm from Tallahassee. I think most people are like, you think the whole Midwest doesn't know who Anna Wintour is.
Nobody who's poor knows who Anna Wintour is. No, like, dads know who Anna Wintour is. And to be fair, like, I don't know if my dad would know Pitbull, but there's a better shot that he
Oh,
would
my
be,
dad
like,
would know Pitbull.
Yeah, my dad's, like, way off
You might have to play a
later.
song for him, but no, my dad knows who Pitbull.
My dad
My
would not know who either of the people are, but better shot at him being like, oh, I saw that guy on New Year's once or something
Right.
like that. Whereas he would be like, no. If I said to him, the editor of Vogue, he would say, what's Vogue?
I don't understand why, like, it's worldwide. Like, as like it doesn't matter where you can just extrapolate from any town, city, country, whatever. Like, it's not like Anna Wintour's this mega celebrity in Europe who has, like, she's a fucking,
Well, she actually might be in like certain, like in like France or some shit where like, you know.
but like it's
certain
like, but they have
patches of-
poor people too. Like, they have
Yeah,
not even
yeah.
poor people, but they have like suburbs and
Yeah, just regular
like, it's-
people.
Yeah, in Paris.
I don't.
In Paris, I bet Pitbull is still more in every town in the country, in the world. Pitbull's more
305,
famous.
yeah.
It's not like she fucking plays for Manchester United.
Right.
Like, she's a fucking fashion editor who lives in
She's
America.
a behind the scenes
Yeah.
like person, you know.
Who was taking what side?
It was Alex, Kat, and Jack Mac were like staunchly Anna Wintour. Jack McCarthy, like college football Jack McCarthy. Me, Rhea walked over. It was kind of like they were arguing, and then people were passing by. Yeah. Honestly, it was one of those things. I walked by, and they were arguing at their desks, which line up perfectly with that hallway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Publicity was walking down the hallway, so she started to join, and they were like yelling down the hallway, and there was so much hubbub that I stopped and I cautiously looked around the corner of the hallway. I was like, what's going on over here? There was so much. I was like, is somebody like fighting over there? Like, why is there so much commotion? And then I realized it was just a debate being had. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, let me get in on this. And then I was like, I thought I was like being pranked. I was like, Pitbull, like you know who Pitbull is, like, and I was like I was clarifying the terms of the argument so much because I was like, this cannot be possibly happening right now. And so then like Dev, Rhea, Fran, Kelly came over, and I think most people who started to join were Pitbull. But everybody, like my dad became a thing. Like, will my dad know? So everybody started talking, texting their dads. And like, oddly enough, like Devin's dad was like, yeah, editor of Vogue. And she was like, what the fuck is this? My dad does not like, she thought he was kind of like a dad. He's not going to know, which is pretty surprising. Like if I texted my dad and he was like, oh yeah, Anna Wintour. She's the editor of Vogue who runs the Met Gala.
It's just Anna Wintour, right? I know it's spelled that way, but I believe it's pronounced just Anna Wintour.
Is it?
Yeah. Zach? Fucking. Yeah.
No, last name. Anna Wintour.
Mike's like, I got this, guys. It's Anna.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean, though. I don't know. No, it's not like she's gonna be on fucking TV every night. It's not like she's gonna be frontward facing where you hear her name all the time. I don't think anybody even knows. You know what I might be saying? I think.
Wait, you might be right. I've always said. Yeah, Wintour.
I'm the cultured one now, bitch.
I've always just said Anna Wintour.
Now wait, now let me see now let's see, how do you pronounce Pitbull? Mr. 305. I think it was. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody. Maybe this was just like three idiots.
Yeah,
maybe I just found like the three dumbest people in the world.
I think it would have had to have been.
Because I'm trying to even think. I'm trying to think of like how it could even like. All right, we have to take the other side of the argument. Like make the other argument. And I'm like, usually I can do that. I can argue anything. I'm like really racking my brain here to be like, all right, Vogue is in every house. Like, no, it's fucking not. Yeah. Vogue is like, I mean, I know it's big, but within this niche of like,
no, it's not. It's in few. It's in like what politician, what entertainers like to fucking rail about with like coastal elites. You have Vogue in the house. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, and even beyond that, like if I, it's not gonna be on the pile of magazines of the barber, right, or the doctor's office, or maybe it will be, but like it's not gonna be. If I were to ask you the editor of all those other magazines, would you know?
Fuck no.
Hell no. Who's the editor of Sports Illustrated? Who's the editor of I don't even know other magazines. I don't even know magazines, let alone the editors behind them.
They haven't made movies about those people. Like Devil Wears Prada is about Anna Wintour.
I was gonna say I would know the fake Anna Wintour better than her.
Yes,
I'd be like, oh, Glenn Close or whatever. Like, yeah, she I could give you the plot of Devil Wears Prada before I could give you a fact about her.
I don't know if it's about her, but
it's based on her.
It is based on her. Is
Hathaway's
character real too?
I think it's I don't think it's like a true story, but that's she's just a raging fucking cunt to everyone in the world.
It is wild that they made a very popular movie about how mean you are to people, and everyone's like, that movie's great, so is Anna Wintour.
Yeah. But you know what? That's actually really interesting that like there's a very short list of people. It's like her, Bill Belichick, who's somebody that like people
Saban.
Agree. Yeah, Saban, like you're a fucking asshole, but you're so good at what you do.
I think Belichick and Saban are different though because their players love them. Obviously there's some people here and there who don't, but like the majority of players, like he's fucking hilarious, he's awesome, but like he's a dick to the media. So I think there's a difference. Like, if that is how Anna Wintour is,
sports you'll get it a lot because like competitive assholes, Jordans of the world. But I wonder and like, I guess you hear the stories about like Steve Jobs was like a horrible fucking boss and things like that. So I guess at the end of the day, if you're successful, you'll get that stamp.
Who do you think that is in comedy? Like, is it Bill? Because he's always getting shit from people. Is there somebody of that level? And Ari?
Well, I think that mostly. Well, like now it's kind of like Louis almost, right? Where it's like people think like you are really fucking funny, you're really successful. You kind of have like this scarlet letter on you socially, but people still like, that guy's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It would probably be him, but that's more about like having a
torrid
something
path.
happen. Yeah, where it's just like rather than your reputation at work. But yeah, I mean Pitbull. You couldn't pick.
Does anyone
more.
in here think it's Anna Wintour?
What's that?
Everyone here thinks Pitbull, right?
Yeah.
Music's just like more universal than fashion. Like around the world, fashion changes
Impossibly
everywhere.
more.
Yeah.
Fashion is
Like-
impossibly niche.
But
Yeah.
if you were to tell me, like
not in Italy.
if you're talking about a girl who's on the cover of Vogue a lot, like if like a model, a supermodel or someone, or Kim K, who's like frontward facing, then like you got a debate, but not the behind the scenes editor of a magazine. Just straight up on that alone, like star singer, editor of magazine. It's gonna be the singer
The
1,000
guy
times
who's
out of
fucking
1,000.
Super Bowl or fucking I don't know if he's done Super Bowl, but he's done.
I think
well, actually, I can't say he has performed at the Patriots after party before, so he has performed at the Super Bowl.
I don't know if he's done the Super Bowl, but he should if he has not done yet. And he's definitely done that New Year's shift for the last few years. He is, he's recognizable. Like he's bald head,
Sunglasses,
Right.
tailored pants.
fucking Dale. No fucking doubt about it. But I guess sound off if there's anybody, or if you can think of a better example or a better like head-to-head matchup. Let's do some Am I the Assholes.
Let's do it.
Am I the Asshole today brought to you by Upstart. Upstart's the easy way to pay off all your debt, consolidate all of your debt, get out of debt, get yourself into some financial stability, into shape where you're not trying to just tread water and you're drowning in debt, just trying to keep your head above the water. You can get a personal loan all online to help you pay off your credit cards, to help you consolidate that high interest debt, to help you just pay a one-time payment if a big bill out of nowhere hits.
I wish we had this stuff around when I was younger.
I think they did, but we just
they?
didn't. I just don't think we know how to do it. That's what Upstart does. Is it brings it to you and makes it easy to do it. I think you could do debt consolidation and shit like that and get. I definitely think you could get loans.
Bro, I was taking loans. I wasn't even. I when I first lived in New York, I was 21, and that story's been told a million times. But I went to like websites like Fast Loans and
where
gave them my social security and gave them everything. And they never
Like
gave me
25% interest rates.
Never gave me money though.
Oh, they just stole it.
I think they just stole my identity. Upstart would have been way better for me.
Way better.
Upstart would have been a much safer.
I do think. But yeah, Upstart makes it easy so you avoid all that shadiness. You avoid crazy rates. You avoid getting money stolen or anything along those lines.
Identities.
You pay off those credit cards. You pay off that debt. You pay off that big unexpected bill. You buy. You can also just get a chunk of money for a one-time payment if you want to get a piece of furniture or property or whatever it may be. Unlike other lenders, they know that it's more than just your credit score. So if you have a bad credit score, they still take into account that you have a good job and you've got a bonus coming and all these other things that really paint the picture of who you are financially. So you can get a smarter rate for your loan. All it takes is a 5-minute online rate check. And you can get a loan of between anywhere from $1,000 to $50,000, $1,000 to $50,000. So, and best is you can get it one business day after you start. So get money fucking fast. So find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/KFC. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit score, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. That's upstart.com/KFC. All right, actually, before we get into Am I the Asshole, I did want to we gotta do a weekly update of dumbass celebrities getting involved in conversations and situations they can't handle. Nicki Minaj is speaking out on the vaccine because when I think of my health information and vaccination science, I always think of Nicki Minaj. Yeah, Barbie. Nicki.
I think Nicki Minaj, to be honest, very often.
I think of Nicki Minaj for almost all other things, but not vaccine.
But I think of the Anaconda video in particular
God.
a lot.
Do you remember? You once the pick was like the number one girl you would have sex with right now. Like 5-10 years ago, you picked Nicki.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
I had Pink.
Yeah.
I had
Pink.
Pink was there for a while too.
One of the most outrageous selections
like
of
the
all
fucking-
time.
Yeah, hold on. I agree with that, I think.
Yeah, Pink. Pink will fucking fuck your dick right off of your body, Kevin. This was like 7-8 years ago. This was a long time ago. This was like Pink was fucking like all the fucking porn stars I like. The alternative porn stars with tattoos and fucking tits and
You
shit.
little fucking minx.
That was Pink before those. That was Pink before those porn stars existed. So like I've stayed true to what I think.
Absolutely.
She had the shaved head. She had the fucking tats. I was like, that's a girl. That's an alt girl we call them now, and I'm into it.
Not gonna disparage Pink in any way, shape, or form. Everything you said is true. I think when it's the number, you have one selection. For all our viewers at home,
I missed it on the shot. So.
thank God. John just fucking scratched his
I'll do it
dick
again.
like he was ringing a bell. Like he was that guy. You're that good.
Oh, I slapped my nut.
I mean, good. You deserve that. I'm out here. I'm out here on the internet streets begging people to watch our YouTube, and they come and they watch, and they got you just fucking playing with your junk like you're a gorilla.
Honestly, that time I wasn't even fucking scratching. I was kind of just jerking her.
Yeah, you were just whacking it around. You were like a cat with a toy, just pawing at your dick. Just paw.
Wasn't even itchy anymore. It was just feeling good.
Like, I'll be honest, it wasn't even sticking to my leg. I just came. I just came in my pants. You were just thinking about Pink. And you're like,
Don't bring up Pink and Nicki in the same sentence. It's making me not to get hard, Kevin.
despicable, man. I've been arguing with people trying to get them to watch the podcast, because I'm a podcast listener too, so I get it. I'm not telling you, like, if you listen to podcasts at work, if you listen to podcasts in the car, you listen to podcasts on your commute, and you don't want to switch, fine, I get it. And as long as you're still downloading, we get our credit, so I'm cool with it. I'm just saying the better way to consume this is to watch it. And that's always been for every show. I used to watch Mike Francesa, because when he's melting down and you see his fucking face and he's yelling, he's drinking his Diet Coke, there's all sorts of shit to watch. I would watch Boomer and Carton and Boomer and Gio. I watch Tom and Bert, because you just see and you get their faces, and it's just more. It's like, would you listen to your favorite show or watch your favorite show? So if you are set in your ways of like watching it or listening while you're doing other things, God bless you. I would just say there's plenty of podcasts. Pick your favorite ones, watch them at night. So if you like us best, like, watch them when you can be in front of a TV, or
if you pay like the couple bucks for YouTube Premium, you could listen to it like a podcast, like normal, and then just
pop
it on.
That's
when we're
the main thing that bothers
ridiculous.
people. If you have regular YouTube, when you close your browser, it stops playing, because YouTube's smart and they know that's what's up. There is a little hack around that. The Yak guys tweeted that out. And I'll tweet it as well. We'll tweet it from the KFC Radio account. If you like open up your browser on your phone, when you click that A, there's the A and the bigger A.
Yeah.
You can click that and then click something about your browser. Long story short, it lets you play YouTube's in the background. So, but either as long as we get the download or the if you watch on YouTube, it's fine. But I think it's, we were up on the fucking table on our hands and knees, humping and screaming and yelling. We're looking at your disgusting veins.
Varicose veins yesterday.
I almost pulled my balls out. I had to show my balls. Anyway,
what were we talking about? Oh, Nicki Minaj.
And Pink, though. But the number one choice, brother, like, I get it.
I like all girls, 'cause...
Is this a song, or are you just making it up?
I'm making it up as I go, Kev, but I like all girls 'cause they give me all the fucking What rhymes with girls?
Curls?
Yeah, like there's nothing.
Which is crazy, because every song's about a girl. There's gotta be things that rhyme with girls.
I like all women. Nothing rhymes with women either. What are these words?
Orange, purple. Sit down.
Woman, not pearls.
What?
There you go, pearls.
Not pearls.
Jackie the Rapper.
I like all girls, not pearls. Yeah, I don't want some dainty little.
And that
fucking
works, too.
debutante.
Yeah, that works.
I want a fucking.
Jackie's like, triathlon, back on. I made one rhyme. Let's go. And Nicki's a different story. Nicki, I will respect as your one-time choice to fuck. Because as much as Pink will rip your dick off, Nicki is like a sex icon with a fat ass that will suffocate you to death.
God willing.
Now, that being said, don't think I need to hear her scientific analysis of the vaccine.
I disagree. I do need to hear it.
Why?
Well, because it's so funny.
Well, yes, of
It
course.
is.
That's for certain.
It is fun to watch, and like, I don't want to say I don't have any sympathy for people who get their scientific knowledge from Nicki Minaj, but if I could go ahead and say I don't have any sympathy for people who get their scientific information from Nicki Minaj, I don't. Like, if you're like, I'm fucking Barbie didn't get the vaccine, I'm not getting the vaccine. Barbie's fucking cousin friend down in Trinidad's got big nuts. I'm fucking not doing that
that's
shit.
That's what her tweet was. That's what kicked this all off. She said, it's so funny how much she tried to tweet through the storm. One of my favorite things in the world. I've done it before, and I've watched it even more times. Tweeting through your drama is tough. Last night she tweets, my cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got it and became impotent. His testicles became swollen. His friend was weeks away from getting married. Now the girl called off the wedding. So just pray on it and make sure you're comfortable with your decision and not bullied. So there was just some random dude down in the islands, down in TNT, a little Trinity and Tobago, and he's got all sorts of fucked up balls. And that is now, and I mean, like it or not, silly or not, they got 100,000 retweets. Like, there are probably some people who are not going to get the vaccine because of that.
100,000%.
And that is crazy, and that's part of the
no,
problem.
Let's just say it, Kevin. Those people deserve to die. Let's stop beating around the bush. If you listen to that Nicki Minaj tweet,
Specifically that tweet, because if Nicki Minaj all of a sudden had a very smart tweet where she just said something, that's one thing. But a Nicki Minaj... Nicki Minaj, Trinidad cousin swollen testicles tweet. If that influences you,
you deserve to die. You deserve. You deserve to die. Fuck it. What are you gonna do?
Just come out, Kevin. They deserve it.
Like,
you said that.
Everyone's thinking it. That like, if fucking Nicki Minaj told you her cousin had an STD, and you're like, "Fuck Johnson & Johnson. I'm not getting the fucking vaccine." Then we're all set with you on this planet. We don't fucking need you, bro. Like you will never. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're
remove you from the gene pool.
I just know you're never gonna do something special on this planet.
Never.
Then you're unnecessary.
You are. At the very least,
a non-essential person.
At the very least, we need to sterilize you. We'll let you live out your fucking life until you just fade into obscurity and die. But you don't belong to interact on this planet with anybody at all. You said that so much like we were like on like CNN or something. Like you were a talking head. Like let's just come out and say it, Wolf Blitzer. Those people deserve to die.
I'd tell Wolf too if he was sitting here. I'm like, come on, Wolf. We both know what we're saying here, right? Die.
We're all thinking it, right? Those people deserve to perish. So what was funny though is Nicki got upset that people ran with this because a lot of people were like, Queen, Barbie, you using your platform like this is upsetting. And she was like, she went on to tweet like, I will probably get the vaccine because I need to go on tour. It's probably a smart decision. A lot of, like,
what are you waiting for?
So yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like somebody tweeted, Nicki, I got the vaccine and I haven't gotten the virus, and so that's a good thing. And she says that's the norm. That's amazing, babe. She keeps tweeting like all of this shit. Like yes, it's good, it's fine, do it. Well said, But when you lead off with my cousin's friends got big nuts, so don't get the shot. That's what people are going to talk about. That what? You want to draw a picture?
Take a piece of paper. Yes, you're 100% right, and I didn't mean to make noise because I wasn't going to use this prop just yet. But when she goes on to tweet about that, how she's doing her research on it.
Yes.
Like I would love if we could get like where's WikiLeaks boy at? Where's he?
Snowden?
No. A different guy.
Assange.
Where's he at? He's in Belize, maybe?
I wanted to say South America.
I'd like to get on the line with him and be like, yo, can we hack Nicki's webcam? And I just want to watch Nicki Minaj do her research.
Just see what she's Googling.
I just want to watch Nicki Minaj with her fucking big old nails and her fucking hair down and just be like, hi. And then she kind of like, okay.
Note. Let me note that.
Look at that. Okay, a little research there coming out of Harvard. Pretty interesting stuff they're doing up in Cambridge.
I want to see her that she's got like she's writing down. She's got like 2 columns, like regular size balls, huge balls. And she's like, okay, check for that guy, regular sack. Oh, this guy in Trinidad, big sack.
Furiously taking notes. Okay, let's see here. This is what. Wow. Okay, so Columbia has a little. Stanford said masks don't work.
She's doing bibliographies. She's checking. She's doing works cited, figuring out her
She's
work.
got a compendium.
Dude, that is. She's. I mean, imagine like her in the library at the Dewey Decimal System, just looking up books, trying to figure it out. But she goes on to just try to tweet her way through the whole thing. She put up a poll. Which vaccine do you think is the best? Vote Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, or other. Like,
J&J.
and I mean, just for the record, let me just tell you, 359,000 votes from Nicki Minaj's fan base. 65% said Pfizer. 20% said Moderna. 5% said Johnson & Johnson. 10% said other. There's an other?
There isn't another.
Is there a fourth?
AstraZeneca, but that's AstraZeneca.
There's a fourth?
But also, that's not a fucking poll. Let's be clear, to one non-scientific poll. But that poll is not of which one you like best. It's which one you got, because Nikki, you don't take all of them.
Yeah.
It's not like, well, I had a good experience with Moderna for a
shopping.
bit, and then once I got to the Pfizer, I realized, oh, that really got me up a little bit. And then Johnson & Johnson, that's if you're looking for a nice mellow highs without.
It's like Indica. Like, I'm looking at the sleep. I'm looking for that one to hype me up. Let's just also. I mean, I know it's kind of a joke, but I don't think
writing
it's.
This down, by the way. It's like 300,000 votes. Okay, most seem to like Pfizer. This is my research.
The Johnson & Johnson vaccine is one of the funniest things in a long time. It just doesn't work. It was not ready. They knew it, and they just said, well, we'll just tell them you only have to take 1 shot, because whether they do 1 shot, 2 shots, or 10 shots, it's not going to work. So let's just get some of the money here. And, I mean, I can't think of anything else. Imagine it would be like people being like picking phone services, And, it's like, oh, I got Verizon. Oh, I got Mint Mobile. Oh, I've got like a fucking milk carton with string. You know what I mean? It's just like this is just not an option. It doesn't work.
Chappelle said at the 9/11 thing that's the one he took.
Yes, but do you remember his joke about it?
Yes, I do.
It is a joke that these two fellas cannot make. It is a joke. It is a funny joke that you need to go listen to Chris Rock or Jay Farrow or some other black comedians that can tell you that joke. But yeah, Nicki Minaj. So you gotta feel. Trinidad is not a big place, my friend. Can I get the population of Trinidad real quick, Jackie? Jackie versus Mike. Go. Trinidad population. What do we got? Mike had Jackie kind of had a head start. She's blowing it. Mike's got it.
1.3 million.
Unbelievable, Jackie.
I thought that was so unfair. I was like, oh, Mike's fucked.
Yeah. What does her computer
Mike,
say? How
if
far
you-
along is she?
She has. I typed
Where'd
in
you
the
even
same
find
thing as
it?
you,
What-
and the number
why
came
didn't-
right up. Yours says politics of
That's
Trinidad.
mine's fucked then.
I get so mad.
Trinidad.
Are you using Google? Did you have to Google again? Is that the problem?
No.
You had to Google, didn't you?
I did. I typed in opulation of Trinidad.
Opulation. That'll get you every time. The
Opulence,
opulation.
I has it.
By the way, underrated moment, maybe like of all time on the podcast. Last episode, Jackie. Find my bleeding vagina. That was so good. 1.3 million is actually higher than I thought. I thought Trinidad was going to have like only a couple 100,000 people. My point being that there is some poor bastard in Trinidad right now running around the neighborhood with a big sack, who everybody fucking knows who Nicki Minaj is talking about.
Yeah.
Like it can't be that big enough of a town where like this is anonymous. Everyone's like, James, yep, I know him too. He's his balls are hanging on the bottom of his shorts.
And
he just got dumped by his girl, I guess.
He's furious. He's like, I didn't get this. I got this from cheating on my girl. I have chlamydia.
Actually, maybe he's not mad. Maybe he's not mad. Maybe he's like, I got everyone to believe this was because of the vaccine.
Yeah.
It's because I've got bacteria in my dick from fucking dirty girls.
Dude, I met a kid once. I went to visit a buddy at college, and he had just come back from some like study abroad or whatever, and he had given his girlfriend gonorrhea or whatever.
He caught it there, brought it home.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he just denied it.
Mm-hmm.
until she was like,
Okay.
sorry, I cheated on you. He's like, I didn't give it to you. He's like, I did not give it. Like, I did not have it. And she was like, I have a confession to make. I cheated on you. And he was like, oh shit, it worked.
And also, get the fuck out. You dirty whore. You unfaithful bitch. Write this down in our eventual romantic comedy or TV series. That needs to be a scene in a television show. Where you.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like,
what are the odds?
yeah, I mean, that is literally the greatest thing that can happen to you. You're obviously in some sort of unhappy relationship. You're fucking cheating. You're fucking around with other girls. Deep down, subconsciously, you want to get out of this relationship anyway. You're kind of being an asshole by cheating and not just getting out of it. You stick to your ground. And you don't get in trouble, and you eventually get what you want. You have to live with the fact that you're a shitty person who passed a disease to an unknowing girl, but also she cheated on you, so fuck her.
Yeah, she for all she knows, and for all you both know,
Well, yeah.
she might have had it.
But also, he did have gonorrhea, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it was him.
Yeah, no, it was him.
So also it was him. But
It's
it
like
would
my-
be funny if it was just like gonorrhea on top of gonorrhea. You know what I mean? Like that would be even the best if you get a test and the doctor's like,
Just
well,
nice
you've got
slag
this
heap
strain.
of gonorrhea.
You've got like strain from fucking. What did you say?
It's a nice slag heap of gonorrhea. Just a fucking mud pile.
Here's your gonorrhea. Here's your gonorrhea.
A
Just,
green fucking mud pile of gonorrhea.
John. God damn it, John. God damn it.
I
John.
like to take things too far.
I feel like you are like an agent of chaos these days. You are just on a mission to disgust and disrupt. You're like a hockey goon in podcasts. Where it's like, just get out there and muck it up. Just cause chaos, man. Just fucking cause a problem. They're not going to know what hit them. You send John out there. Fucking big, bald Trinidadian running around.
This was my ideas. Whenever I think that John says something like that gross, I think that we should have him take a lap. Like around the hallway.
Don't hate the idea.
Okay, do you have to run?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you the arbiter of what's gross and what's not?
Yeah. Take a lap.
I like it. Okay.
All right, see ya. You get some laps in, and we'll make fun of you behind your back while you're gone. Okay. No, we'll actually have to talk. What we're gonna do is Jackie's gonna have to tell me what was so offensive about what he said. Why don't you like that? What he just said?
I honestly didn't even hear it. I just heard piles of gonorrhea.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And
That's really
that-
that was what he said. Yeah.
That was gross. But I
Do you
didn't
think
really
that he is grosser than me?
Yeah.
Yeah, like infinitely.
You're
more so,
not.
right?
You're.
I'm not gross,
You're
right?
like, don't get on your high
Yeah.
horse. Like you are not that far off.
I think I'm pretty far off.
Um.
And I also think that when I say something gross, I like really, I know it, and I'll like he'll just throw shit out there, like he said that he's just slags of gonorrhea, and I'm like, whoa. If
Yeah.
I'm about to say
Yeah.
something gross, I'll usually be like, this is gross, but like I gotta tell you something or whatever. I think there's a good amount of distance between me and him in terms of gross factor.
Yeah, but you guys are also like on.
I can
the
hear
end
his
of
feet pounding.
Yeah,
The
wow, it's like an
spectrum together.
elephant running.
Yeah.
John, we gotta talk, bud.
That was fast.
That was fast. I will give you that. That was fast.
I'm impressed.
Coming round the bend here, it sounded like goddamn Jurassic Park. I mean, I saw my water bottle rattling.
Really?
It was like, boom, 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 boom. I mean, the microphones might have picked it up for all we know.
I'm not a runner. I don't run.
You're
well.
you're like a Clydesdale. Clop, 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 clop.
All heel.
Yeah, you're all heel.
Coming around.
Yeah, you're gonna have like shin splints.
Oh, I
or
get the
some
worst
shit.
shins wins.
Yeah,
I didn't
that'll
know
do
he was
it.
cause that.
That'll do it.
So, hey, my fucking freshman year cross country coach can suck my dick because he'd be like, I don't know why you get shin splints so bad. Fucking Nick diagnosed it in 15 seconds, you fucking asshole. Maybe you wouldn't have made me fucking do all my running in the pool if you could just fucking use your eyes for 2 seconds and realize how to correct someone's incorrect running, you fucking public school cross country coach.
Are you done? You're done. You're done. We had a discussion about who the grosser of the two is, and she said, you're grosser than me, but don't get on my high horse because I'm not that far away, and I think I'm significantly far away from you.
Yeah, I don't think you're gross.
Yeah, that's what I said. This bitch over here is trying to tell me I'm gross. Fuck her.
She's got a bleeding vagina, Kevin.
No,
I don't think you get to talk about grossness over there in the
You've got a-
snuffleupagus.
you guys literally have ball sacks. So
We have ball sacks. You have a hole that bleeds.
they're the same.
Well, how about that? Would you trade never having your period again for balls? I'm being gross here. I know that.
Wait, so I have
Yeah,
a
you're-
vagina, but like just balls?
You have a vagina but some balls.
No, I would not do that.
All girls though, by the way.
Oh, all girls
everybody
do?
changes. Yeah.
No,
so you
I would
wouldn't just be
not
the
do
freak
that.
with balls. You would be like girls just have balls.
Good question.
Great question. And you
Fantastic
better be careful
question.
with your answer here. I'm just telling
Very
you right now.
good to consider.
Because if you answer how I think you're going to answer, there's going to be problems.
I'm not taking the balls.
Okay, so then don't ever fucking complain again. Because what you're telling me right there is that you have it worse. Like having balls is worse.
I played myself a little bit.
Yeah. So next time you're like, I got cramps, or whatever, be like, I've got balls, which I know you think is worse.
No, because the cramps suck. But the thing that sucks with balls is it's just like I'm thinking of like I can't have cute underwear. Like I have to. It's like a whole like
Yeah,
logistical
but you gotta think,
situation
like, it
issue
would
of like
be-
I don't know where to put things.
it would
let
be-
me issue a correction on that one, Jacqueline. As a man who
dresses very sexy.
As a man who's worn women's underwear before, balls feel very comfortable in them.
Okay, well then I stand corrected. If John approves.
I put on my fucking girlfriend's underwear and hid in the closet and surprised her. Which is one of the most fucked up things of all time.
First of all, I don't think she was surprised.
Hey, I'm gonna jump
might
out of
have
the
been
closet.
shocked.
I'm gonna jump out of the closet in women's underwear as a joke. It's gonna be fun.
Get it? Get it? It's a joke. Do you like it?
Look at this. This is funny, isn't it, babe?
We're gonna do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. How was the joke received?
It was received. Oh, I've told this story before. I'm not pretending, but it was received fine.
The first time? What
I was
about
gonna say pretty well. That would have been a lie. It was received fine.
Yeah, but you got to think of all girls. Like it wouldn't be a thing because like this is what the world is just used to, you know. Like in this magical hypothetical, everybody would be wearing the same underwear. Everybody would have the same issue. It wouldn't be weird and gross to be like, yeah, girls just have balls the same way guys do. But I mean, it would be weird and gross because balls are weird and gross. So we have them and we know that. My point being, if you don't make that trade, you are acknowledging that it's worse to have balls than
Okay,
have your
then-
period once a month.
Give me the balls.
Jackie likes balls.
The balls thing just reminded me of.
Ball heavy week. This week is ball heavy. Ball heavy.
Yeah,
Heavy
we'll
balls.
take it down next week.
I promise. We'll just talk about the dick next week.
get
Just
neutered,
the tip and the shaft.
The balls thing has reminded me of this weekend when I was taking the subway, and I texted you about it Friday night when I was sitting on the subway. It was a rather empty subway, and I'm wearing pants today, so I'm gonna go back to where I was sitting. You won't see my testicles this time.
Or those disgusting veins. Would you rather have balls or varicose veins?
Balls.
Balls.
But everyone on the subway was sitting like this as I was looking around. And I just remembered, I was like, remember back to simpler times when manspreading, or man was just a prefix we used to describe things, but manspreading in particular was one.
There was a stream on the internet. There was a couple months on the internet.
Oh, I would say longer.
Where,
I would say
where
longer than months.
Every think piece and every piece of outrage and every piece of like literature to try to inspire change was based on how guys sit on the subway.
It was like, okay, ladies, you know men? Yeah. You know how they're bigger than us? Yeah.
You ever seen the way?
You know how they have things between their legs that are really sensitive and they don't like touching them or sitting on them? Yeah. Well, guess what? On the subway, they take up more room. Yeah. No fucking shit.
That was crazy.
And how about mansplaining? You guys
Right.
hear about that? What guys are doing? They fucking... Sometimes they'll interrupt you to tell you about things. Like, yeah, this is an asshole.
No, but you know what? Also, I am going to defend mansplaining.
Oh, yeah?
I am absolutely going to defend mansplaining because there I know of girls who can you get me one too? Of girls who will admit this. Girls who are like comfortable about it will admit it that there are just fucking things, topics, situations where girls just don't know what the fuck's going on and need a guy to explain it to them.
I would say...
I'm not saying they're smarter than that. I'm smarter than them, I mean, I am. But and it's not like a blanket statement about everything. But like, there's a reason why there's the trope and the joke about the girl who interrupts the television show every 2 seconds. It's because when you're watching a show with a girl, it just doesn't go in their brain. It's just like, wait, he's the bad guy, he's the good guy. Wait, oh, he double-crossed. Like, you can't watch a complex show. You can't watch a sci-fi show. You can't watch anything that's like deep and complicated. Because some girls are dumb like that. That's just a fact. And the girls who are the dumb ones who know that will admit to it.
I think that everyone's a dumb one. If you think about it, how about this? How many?
You know what? Fuck you. Oh wait, you're saying every girl's dumb?
I think every person.
No, fuck you. You were gonna ride with me on this one, and then you just middled that like a bitch.
Well, I'm saying,
come on over to Misogyny Island with me, bro. Girls are dumb.
I have.
They don't get things. They need things to be explained to them.
In the TV world,
they're dumb.
I have never once asked, wait, so what's happening here?
Never.
Like, I've literally.
And you know what?
I've been confused by just shut the fuck up and watch the rest of the movie.
Confused, and I sit there and I just go like, I don't get what's going on, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna wait like 10 more minutes because guess what? Sometimes in the movie they haven't revealed everything yet. Where they're like, so is he the killer?
That's what I mean.
I don't fucking know yet. None of us know who the killer is yet. They haven't shown it to us. That's the point of the fucking movie.
It happens a lot with like, and I will be fair with this too, because often I feel like guys lie when they want to watch a movie. Like, oh no, I haven't seen this before. I do that all the time.
Because you don't want to watch it?
No, I do want to watch it. Like, well, have you seen it? Like, no, I've never seen it before. Yeah. I've seen the movie 10 times. Yeah. I love this fucking movie. So I want to watch it.
Yeah.
So, like, sometimes it might be fair to be like, so what's going to happen in the future? But I lied to you and told you I haven't seen this movie.
Yeah, you should not be asking
So it's a logical question to ask.
That shit, I mean, when you're like a couple minutes
you
in.
think that guy's going to kill her? I don't know. Why don't we let this fucking film play out with the professionals? Instead of us hypothesizing over here.
You know what? There are times, like, I'll get to the end of a movie, and I won't know what happened,
right.
But I kind of, like, can...
And then I'll say, that movie sucked.
Or, like, there are just times where, you know, you're watching something and you're like, boy, I'm lost here, you know? Like, I really have not been paying attention enough, but I get the general gist, you know? He's trying to get her and she's trying to get him. Okay, I kind of understand the framework. Girls won't do that. Girls need to know every fucking thing. And so they ask questions and then they get explained to by a fucking man. You want to give it a nickname? Go ahead, you dumb girls. and that's just facts, man. Now there are smart girls who can watch shows. I have watched shows with smart girls where I have been the girl. Where I will ask the question and I'm like, oh shit, I'm being.
What do you mean by Ben the girl, Kevin? The dumb one?
Yes, I have been the dumb human.
We're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. But you know what? We shouldn't. And there are people out there who are honest with it. Same thing with being funny.
You know what's
Same thing with being funny. There are girls who know it. Like I remember hanging out with my buddy's girlfriend. It was my favorite moment of my life. She was just like, yeah, I mean, like, girls just aren't that funny. Like, you guys are funnier than them. When I'm hanging out with, like, you know, my boyfriend and you guys, like, you're just funnier than us. And she's like, yeah, and that's not to say that there aren't any funny girls, but for the most part, John, they're not funny and they're dumb. That's just generally speaking, okay? And we can, you know, some of us can admit these things. Just saying. Just saying. The people who can admit that, you know. But that's the problem.
You
man.
know what?
The girls who are mad about mansplaining are smart girls.
Mm-hmm.
But there are some dumb girls. Yeah. And guess what? The smart girls hate those dumb girls.
They're also
because guess what? They're pretty. The dumb ones are the pretty ones, so the smart ones don't like them because they're ugly.
Kevin is getting us in so much trouble today, and that's okay.
That's some fun, folks.
Hang on, but just so you know, there's also dumb guys too.
Yeah, you little bitch.
Some guys are stupid, and I think that sometimes guys are mean. And also, I think that this is all Jackie. She's like, she just got kicked in the balls.
I feel like as a girl, I should chime in, but I know that I'm not the biggest. I'm not going to do well for making girls sound smarter, so I don't think I should fully chime in. But also, guys are just
Jackie's literally pumping her hands
They just
here.
have too much pride. Like, girls are like, we will ask questions. Because
At
we're
the
not
most
afraid to
inopportune
admit,
times. Yes, you will.
We're not afraid to admit that we don't know what's going on.
That's
all the
fair.
time.
That's
That's fair, but also, you don't have to like you don't need to even admit it. Like when I don't know something, I'll
No,
just
but
sit there and be
that's
like,
the thing
I
is,
don't know what
like-
this means.
It's like that's where men don't admit their feelings in general,
Well,
and
yes.
women are more open. So it's a matter. So you're wrong.
So you're wrong.
Well,
That is fair. Like, I never
Sound like
asked
a
a
dumb
question.
girl argument.
I never once asked a question in school, and now I sit before you, the idiotic man, today. So like, hey, teacher, you want to run that one back? Like, I'm a little lost here, Mrs. Almeida.
Do that all over again. I don't quite get it.
I'll just sit over here and fart, and I don't know. You'll give me a B, and
Hang
I'll
on,
just
let me
I'll
just
just go forth for the next 16 years, being like, huh. Be pretty embarrassing if I raise my hand here. By the way, just last episode we talked about how girls are so much smarter, and if you didn't try and get in groups with girls, you're a fucking idiot.
See, we're fair. Because we're men. Like I just searched on Twitter, hot girls math, right? All of these tweets are saying hot girls can't do math. Math is every hot girl's enemy. Some people.
I am
know.
a hot woman.
Yeah, and there are dumb guys too, but like hot girls can't do math.
Oh, like he's kind
Yeah.
of fucking really ushered that one to me. And sure, some people with penises are. Hey, if you're doing, I'm jumping in, baby.
Come on in, the water's warm, baby. That's gonna be all right. So now we can move on. The poll,
Can we?
The poll we're gonna put out is who canceled themselves more, me with my never-ending diatribe about the intelligence of girls, or you with that one sentence. And I think it's gonna be pretty 50-50. I think it's gonna be pretty 50-50 on who torpedoed their future careers worse.
Now that I said it, I'm gonna tell a joke about that. That I think is so fucking funny. Maybe I've said it before. Actually, I don't know. But my mom just. We were talking about like all the.
I can't believe this is starting with your mom.
Yeah. We were talking about all the.
I know it's gonna end with your mom calling you.
No,
That's
it's not.
fucking
It's not. It was about like all the tests that like pregnant women can get now and stuff like that, and then they can decide on an abortion because they can test like prenatally and see if the child's gonna have Down syndrome and all this kind of stuff. My mom goes, you just really don't see a lot of mentally challenged people anymore. Back when I was growing up, there was a and a windbreaker on every corner.
We're adding to the poll. Polly's getting canceled. Polly just took the heat off of all of us. We're great.
And like the way she said, I started dying laughing because like every time I see a mentally challenged person, they're always in a windbreaker. It's like I might spill. No. All right, we are cutting some of this.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We're gonna cut some of this, but leave us in saying we gotta cut some of this, so people just
gonna
know.
beep it out.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just a
yeah.
minute and a
Just
half.
beep it.
Just cut out like the last 15 minutes.
Oh my god. That's what
That one
podcast
might
is
not
about.
even that one might not even get us in trouble with fans or people who listen. That one might get in trouble with our bosses. Not worried about fans or advertisers. I'm worried about fucking Nardini. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Were you guys fucking drunk?
Are you guys fucking? Fuck. Am I the asshole? The answer's yes. Am I the asshole?
We've
Time.
started so many Am I the Assholes like that.
So many times. Am I the asshole? I got an update from last week. The Trevor Bauer memorabilia situation. So, if you remember last week, if you don't, I'll refresh you. Girl who had Trevor Bauer Reds memorabilia up in her apartment. Now, as I told it, I said she had a lot of memorabilia. To then I scaled it back and I guessed that she had 3 pieces of memorabilia. My guess was like maybe she had a jersey, maybe she got a ball signed by him, and then when he won the Cy Young, she got like some sort of, Cy Young picture or some shit. And you said like where was it where did she display it? And I was like, I don't know. I just made this scenario up in my head. The story was that she had all that on display, and a guy she was dating threw all of that shit out after the allegations about Bauer came up. So he went to her apartment. They had been hooking up. They had been dating. He took that memorabilia, threw it away. I got an update. The
From him or her?
From her. The memorabilia, she said, for the record, it was just a bobblehead and not any sort of shrine. But she also said something else, I think. What, I can't find. So she said it was a bobblehead and not like a full shrine. There was a couple other pieces. She said it was 3 things. She said, here it is. A sticker on her fridge, a bobblehead along with all the other Reds bobbleheads. So it's not like singled out. I mean, this chick's a loser with all their baseball bobbleheads. But it was like he was amongst a bunch of others. And then a button on a sports wall. So those were the 3 things. He threw them out, not because of the allegations, because Trevor Bauer allegedly fucked this girl. So now we've got an entirely different conversation.
We have a very different
Because now it's just a guy throwing some shit out because he doesn't like that another dude has been with his girl, which I think makes you an even bigger asshole.
I
thought you were an asshole when you were on some like white knight shit about like these allegations. Now I definitely think you're an asshole when you're just like, I don't like you. Yeah, you had a past before me.
Bro, I don't think that's what's bothering him. I think it's that the fucking Trevor Bauer fucking punched her pussy. I think
We can't do that. We can't say that. His lawyers will come after us for that.
Why?
Because they do. They did.
They did?
Yeah. My 1 minute man was a whole fucking thing with them. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They
Really?
went like second by second. Like he needs to say alleged here. He can't say this. He can't say that.
All right.
Fucking assholes.
All right. I think the thing is that Trevor Bauer allegedly punched her pussy.
It just breaks my heart how fucking funny that was. It's like we have to find a way to get that out to the world. We just have to. I listened to this cacophony of laughter. I mean, that was so fucking funny.
What if we beep his name? Like the entire time.
Oh man. Fuck. That is so fucking funny. You said allegedly. Good to go. Oh shit. Oh my god.
I'm sweating. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna go pee real quick. I think we all take 5.
And okay, a couple more pieces, like a little more color here on this situation. She said that the next day he was like, hey, like, notice anything missing? Like, told on himself, and was kind of like,
Is this dude a boyfriend or a hookup?
a boyfriend, and had been dating for a few months.
Okay. In that I see things a little bit then. If this dude,
Okay.
because
Yeah,
like
let me start to put
if-
it in perspective.
if you're like if one night hookup, yeah, I'm not touching your shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not touching your shit no matter what. But I can see being like, why are there pictures of you and your ex-boyfriend around? Or like, why are there pictures of your ex-boyfriend here? Or not? You're like some dude you hooked up with.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say anything because I'm a man and I bury that shit. But I would be in my head. I'd be like, why the fuck?
Yeah, I
This
guess.
is, like,
I guess
this
it
dude
would
she
like.
used to fuck like all his stuff around.
I do. Yeah, I guess I do kind of come around on that. So it depends on when he threw things out.
Yeah. If it was
Right.
night one, a little weird.
Asshole. Yeah.
If it's like very
If-
we're dating
and
for
if it's like,
6
I
months,
kinda
and
brought it
this
up.
dude's in the news now
Yeah.
for doing
Horrible things.
fucking
alleged
off
things.
off the baseball field stuff. Like
Yeah.
I probably don't want to think about him doing that with you,
Yeah.
and I can't do it with this goddamn pin wall in my peripheral while I'm trying to fuck you.
That is pretty fair. Yeah, she said I didn't even notice they were missing. He told on himself. So she said I checked the trash because I didn't know if he threw them. Yeah, he called me the next day and said, notice anything missing? And I was pissed. I was like, so, okay. So then he says to her, like, no, do you notice anything missing? And so then when she was pissed about it, he said, what, do you still have feelings for him? And she was just like, no, those are my fucking belongings. But it does seem like it's much more that, like, not even like, necessarily like jealousy, more kind of like, I'm upset that you might still like have feelings for him. That ultimately falls under jealousy, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's different to be like, I'm throwing this out because he once fucked you, versus like, I told you, it kind of like makes me uncomfortable, and then like you still have those things up, so like fuck it,
Yeah,
like if there was maybe a prior discussion about it or something along those lines, or heavy hints, like, I really don't like the fact that like that happened, and I see that guy a lot or whatever, and then you just kind of left them all up. Maybe I could see that. But then he wrote back, if I had the bobblehead of a girl you fucked, of a girl I fucked, you would be pissed. And that's probably fair. There'd be a lot of chicks who probably would. Would you be upset if a guy had a bobblehead of a girl that he fucked?
Not a guy, your boyfriend.
Yeah, your boyfriend.
Wait,
like, so your boyfriend.
Bobblehead of a girl
Yeah.
that he fucked?
Yeah, like so let's say all of a sudden
would also be,
your
like,
boyfriend's
that's weird.
dating Olivia Rodrigo. And
We'll call it a Funko. There's probably more Funkos for women than bobbleheads.
Sure. Let's say there's a piece of
Clarifying.
memorabilia. Your boyfriend fucked Olivia Rodrigo, and then that's up in the apartment. How would you feel about
I
that?
would think that's weird. Especially,
Would you rip it off
if
the
he
wall?
got it before he fucked her? Because if so, it's like a shrine. It's like a
Yeah.
weird kind of
Well,
shrine.
that's she was probably like a fan.
No,
and
I would
maybe
think
got
that's
to
weird.
know
I would
him,
not like that.
fucked him, then.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm not the jealous type, because I'm a human and I get jealous. But like I like tell people, like, if I start dating someone, I'm like you don't have to go delete pictures of your ex-boyfriend and shit like that, like on your Instagram and shit like that. Like, I don't know, you knew people before me. I don't fucking care like that.
Right.
But like your Instagram is different than like in your home, like pictures hanging up.
Yeah,
I'm like, why
agreed.
I'd be like, why the fuck is that up? Like,
Right.
you don't have to scroll back 16 weeks and delete pictures, or 16
For
months
sure.
or however long it is. Like, that's unnecessary,
sure.
because that's making it too weird.
Yep.
But like if it's shit, just like if we're fucking watching TV in your apartment and your fucking bobblehead's right there, I'd be like, does it have to be right?
Can we
I have
get
to stare
that?
at it all the
can
time.
Can we get a little bit? She had been dating for 3 months though. That's in this day and age, like that. You might have hung out with him like 6 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you might not have even seen him all that money. That, you know what I mean? So like it also depends on where you're at in the relationship. But I think if it comes across more as like, this upsets me because I thought we were dating, versus like I'm just being insecure about this thing that happened in the past, different story. Also, last little piece of icing on the cake, though, that might make you change your mind, because I think it paints this guy in a certain way. His quote to her upon the breakup, let me get it exactly right. He said, "You have a really good body, but I can't do this."
That's what he said?
Yeah. Which, if you're going to get dumped, I would love to get dumped that way. Be like, listen, you got a fucking slamming cock, but I just can't do this anymore. I'd be like, that's just classic negotiating. I'll hit you with a good and a bad. You know what I mean? You're having a great hair day, but you're fired. And I'd be like, okay, not so bad of a day. Yeah.
You must have taken a class on this. Impressive. I am leaving here fulfilled. Thank you.
So all in all, a doozy.
It's a good Am I the Asshole. I think ultimately I'm going to put the onus more on her.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I-
As I was talking to her, maybe because she was just presenting it to me, like,
Because she had a fucking rockin' bod. Kevin's like, nah, he did, you dirty girl.
no, I was kind of like just like naturally on her side because she was giving me the details, and I was just like, yeah, this guy's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
And that's a shitty way to dump someone. Like, you're hot, but I'm done with you. But then it was one of those, like, I think I can laugh and make fun of him, but then if I'm putting myself in his shoes and I'm being honest about it, I wish I wasn't. I wish I was like the type of secure guy who'd be like, I don't fucking give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's too much.
Yeah.
There,
It's like, you should give a shit.
Like, I don't give a shit that you had sex with other people.
Right.
I don't give a shit that you've been in another relationship. I don't give a shit that you've been in love with other people. I don't give a shit that there are pictures of other
Right.
people on your social media.
Right.
Like, I don't fucking need the shrine in the house.
Absolutely.
That's
That's
little
totally
bizarre.
fair. That's totally fair.
Unless he died, you want to go kill him, you can leave it all up.
So, just to we just want to wrap this up and tie a little bow on this one. Only way you can hang up memorabilia of someone you fucked if you are now in a new relationship is if they're dead.
Yep.
Fair. Let me just throw a couple other scenarios at you.
Okay.
Okay?
Kill, before you do that while you're thinking of them, can I tell you, I read this book last summer called 21 Truths About Love. And it's a very interesting book. It's all written in a to-do list for the day.
What a gay ball.
It's actually not like
I read a book.
it's actually not about it's a novel.
The 21st one is you're gay. So it's a fiction?
Yeah,
it's a fictional book about.
And it's all just written in his to-do list by the day. Every day he wakes up, he has a to-do list, and the story's all told. It took me 50 pages to really get it, but once you get it, it's good. But his wife, her ex-husband died. And
it's gotta be weird.
His first thing to do every day is accept the fact that you're not the love of your wife's life.
Yeah.
I was that
takes some big shit.
That's a hard one to do.
That's not easy.
But anyway, what are the other?
He is a national hero.
Okay.
Took down the 9/11 plane, stopped it from crashing into towers.
Okay.
She has, a picture of him on the wall, a newspaper, cut out of him. Cool or not cool?
Not cool.
Um,
you don't put Wahlberg up on that wall.
He saved.
Is he with the funky bun?
He saved your mother's life.
Fuck out of here, bro. I'm mad for 2 reasons now.
He saved your puppy.
Nope, not enough.
He is Tom Brady.
That's okay.
What about not Tom Brady, but it's Mac Jones? Say Mac Jones wins a title for you this year. Is a Super Bowl champion enough?
Nope.
Got to be a
Gotta
dynasty.
be the greatest player of all time.
The greatest player of all time?
Yes.
So what if Mac Jones wins 4 Super Bowls?
Tom Brady has 7, so...
Mac Jones wins 6 Super Bowls. You're not allowing him up on the wall.
Nope.
Also, if Mac Jones fucked your girl, he'd put a hurt in it. Imagine those hips just clapping your girl's cheeks.
Yeah, Tom Brady is fucking making love. Tom Brady just eats puss. Tom Brady didn't even get his dick out. He's like, let me just get that puss, girl.
All right, so let's get into our voicemails. They're brought to you by Roman. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, that you are hooking up with a chick and over above her bed is a bobblehead of someone else you used to be with in the past, and you are having trouble perform. Now, in the past, what would you have to do? You would just have to put that out of your mind and be like, that's okay. I want to have sex with this girl. Let me get some blood in my penis. And that is, apparently, who knew, the hardest thing in the world to tell your body. Think about it. Out of all the things your body can do. You ever think about how much your body and your brain does? Something fires in my fucking brain, right? That just says, move your arm. And my arm moves.
It is quite difficult.
It's like something fires in my brain to tell my fingers to hold this pen and move it subtly in ways that I now can communicate with you. All of those things. And then all I want to do is just say, send blood to my penis. And it's just nope.
Just get hard.
Guess what?
Hey, fuck the woman. Hey, fuck the woman. Hey, fuck the woman.
Yeah. It's you know what? I'll retain all of the numbers in pi for you. I'll let you remember. I'll let you remember, all of the stats from, the 2015 NLCS. I'll let you do all those things with your brain. I will not let you tell your dick to fill up with blood. I will not tell your heart
we got a pill
to send
for it.
some blood to it. So that's where Roman comes in with all of their
Oh, yeah.
help.
I forgot we were doing that. I was like, yeah, no, it's cool, though. Roman fixed it.
You are so dumb. You are as dumb as girls. So that's where Roman comes in with all sorts of ways to help you and your sexual performance, whether it's erectile dysfunction, whether it's premature ejaculation. They've got you covered with clinical, proven ways to help you last longer. They've got all of the medicines and the generic versions available for you to get your dick hard. Then they've got the swipes. They are medicated, FDA-approved, non-prescription swipes, meaning you open up, it's like a little wet towel that you rub on your dick. It numbs your penis just enough so that you can still enjoy it, but you last longer. It fits in your wallet. It's easy to apply, and it lets you and your partner have better sex. So go to GetRoman.com/KFC. Get your first month free. Get your first month of swipes, for $5. That's GetRoman.com/KFC. Get your first month of swipes for just $5 when you choose a monthly plan. That's GetRoman.com/KFC.
What's up, KFC Fights? Super producer BC. So I was hooking up with this chick this weekend, and we got in my car to go back to my place, and the first song she puts on in the car is Crazy Bitch by Buckcherry, and I couldn't tell whether or not I should be excited or scared. So it got me thinking, what song could a girl play in the car that would make you absolutely horrified for what you're about to get into, but you'd still do it anyway?
I was gonna say horrified in like a good way, right?
Yeah, that's
Like crazy bitch is almost that's almost cliche to be honest, but
Yeah.
definitely is still a solid pick. Let's say horrified.
Just Avenged Sevenfold in general. Anything.
I feel like if a chick rolls up and puts on Megan Thee Stallion, I'm gonna be a little intimidated.
Yeah.
Not like one of her hits, like a deep cut that I'm like, I don't know this song.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
if you just play like track number 7 off of Megan Thee Stallion's album, because they're all gonna still be about like, like her pussy fucking, her gorilla grip pussy or something. And I would know the name, I would know the voice, I'd hear the lyrics about like, fuck that little bitch's dick off, and I'd be like, oh fuck, this girl's about to put a hurting on me. But I'd be like, this girl's about to put a hurting on me. So I'd go.
With this one we've talked about recently, where we both had experience with this one. Sweet But Psycho. Is that what it's called?
Brother. That song.
Have
If I need blood to my penis, that song will do it.
I've been told by multiple girls this song's about me, which is such a girl thing. Because like I feel like guys kind of get out of that eventually. Like this song is my life, and maybe
About me?
Yeah,
I've
like,
never even said that once.
I've felt relatability in songs, but
Sure.
I've never been like, holy shit,
This is me.
guys. This song is about my life.
Because girls are dumb, boys are not.
But I have been told by both like this is about me, and that's horrifying because it's not immediately clear why.
Well, yeah, it's
You're
like, which side
look
are you?
sweet,
Which
like you seem sweet, but then like for weeks you're like, where
is the
psycho part?
Well, let me just, for the people who don't know.
And
read some of
I
the
will
lyrics
also say
here.
both people who've told it to me did not ever really show the psycho side, so it was just a long time of waiting.
Like she'll make
It's like hiding while
That's
the
even
fucking,
worse. That's
well,
the-
yeah,
that's
while
the-
the
that's the
T-Rex
torture.
storms around Jurassic Park,
The-
and you're just hiding under the fucking shelves, being like, "Where the fuck?"
the psychological torture of something about to happen is worse than the thing actually
Yes.
happening, and that's going to be one of the major pillars and top tenets of the Me Too 2 movement. When we launched the Me Too 2 movement, where men have their day,
Which I don't think we've said this. This was said at a live show.
Oh,
So, I mean, if we're gonna do it, it might as well be this episode, our last one ever. Cram it.
the Me Too 2 movement is something John and I have been thinking about for many years now, where guys need to have their day in the sun of like anyone who's been in an abusive relationship with a chick. Much more usually mentally abusive and emotionally abusive, not physically. But one of the things that girls will do when they are absolutely tormenting you and emotionally torturing you is threaten to like, I'm going to say this or do this or post this or tell your friends or tell your family. And you're just like, okay, I'll do anything in the moment to make that not happen. And then you ruin your life. So that'll be a huge piece of the Me Too 2 movement.
Just so you know, I'm a fucking crazy person. Like, all right, it's been about 2 years, so really got to be built up at this point.
She'll make you
We're
curse.
talking about Mount
She's a
Helena.
blessing.
Is it Helena?
Helena.
Helena.
Anna Wintour on top of Mount Helena. She'll make you curse, but she's a blessing. She'll rip your shirt within a second, but you'll be coming back for seconds with your plate. You just can't help it. I mean, it's a very poignant song. This song was one I was like, this is me. Like I'm not the girl, but I'm the guy. But I mean, Sweet But a Psycho is like the chorus is I'm screaming, I'm out my mind. Like, this girl, at least this one just admits it, There's one line though I thought that was crazy. Poison but tasty. Psycho. Grab a cop gun, kind of crazy. Yeah, no, you're fucking nuts.
I'll punch a police horse right in the mouth. I forget. It's 30 Rock, maybe?
But what's funny, man, is the last like verse, if you will, is you're just like me, you're out your mind. I know it's strange, but we're both the crazy kind. You're telling me that I'm insane, but wait, don't pretend that you don't love the pain. It's like, well, there's a reason I'm still fucking here.
Yeah.
So
I like how
I wish this would be significantly easier, but I guess I am still here. So
yeah, this whole thing, I'm like, yeah, crazy people.
as you've been
drawing my name repeatedly.
yeah, you're a fucking nut. You're a fucking nut job, man.
Yeah, crazy people, tough to deal with.
Next up,
yeah.
Literally The Shining.
yeah. All
This
work
is?
and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
What's up, Fight KFC? This is Will from. You don't give a fuck where I'm from.
I was gonna say, I don't even care about your
Basically,
name. He said that so proudly. This is Will.
I got a small dick, but the thing is,
Oh.
that I can last up to an hour in bed. I'm not lying. I'm not exaggerating. I promise you. I've done it before. We've damn near clocked it. So I guess it's a would you rather here. Would you rather have small dick like I got? We're talking, 3.5, 4 inches, or you trying to have 6 inches, 7 inches, and last we're talking 3 minutes, 4 minutes in bed. Seems like a fun would you rather. But
Yeah, for a little small dicked bitch like
I don't
you,
know.
Will.
Hey,
I like my side of
hey,
things.
Will, you're not gonna get the fucking
I need a girl out better than anybody else in the
acceptance you
fucking
thought you were gonna
town.
get here.
Yo,
I'd rather not fucking fuck for an hour with my thumb cock.
yeah. It's like I'm trying to think of an analogy here where it's like,
Will, I'm sorry.
no, like absolutely not. I'm not going with your shitty life, dude. It's like congratulations, you can do something for a really long time, something that nobody's gonna want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
So
It's like if you gave like horrible massages, but you were like, I can do it for 3 hours. It's like, well, I don't want it for even a little bit.
I'm thinking
let alone
about it,
for
like-
extensive amounts of time.
Like, all right, man, would you rather be like a fucking dude who like is in pretty good shape, or like would you rather be able to run an ultra marathon but you're like really skinny? I don't know.
but
I'll be a regular dude in good shape.
no, but I get what he's saying of like,
No one on the planet wants to fuck for an hour. No one.
no, but so let's maybe not take his extreme. Let's say he's got stamina. Would you rather have a small dick and stamina or a big dick and no stamina? There's a little more of a debate to
But
be
he
had there.
said 5 minutes.
But-
He didn't get it going in 5.
Dude, anybody out here who hasn't just figured out, just make them come with all your other body parts before you start using your dick.
Just muck.
Who fucking cares? They don't give a shit if the fucking cum comes from the dick or the hands or the mouth or whatever. Just get good at the other shit. It's like mastering the 4 bases ATI question. By the time you're putting your dick in, if you've done your job right with everything else, they're seeing stars, bro. At that point, they're fucking done. So who needs your dick to be good? I'd rather have a shitty dick and be good at everything else.
Easy for you to say, Mr. Perfect Head.
I got a perfect head and I give perfect head. That's just it. That's what I'm good at, bro.
Oh, they call Kevin Scylla and Charybdis.
What does that mean?
The 2-headed monster from fucking from the Odyssey.
Guess who wouldn't know that reference, girls? Next, one more. We'll do one more and get into our
Scylla and Charybdis actually might have been
Or
2
no.
monsters.
Do we need one more ad read?
Yeah, but there's one more, so we have that in the.
I think Scylla and Charybdis were 2 monsters.
What up, KFC, Fights,
Yeah, they're
Jackie, DMD. So the other day, I work construction, and I was stoned at work, and I wear a hard hat all day, and I had a headlamp on my hard hat, and it was really dark where I was working. This is so stupid. It was really dark where I was working, and I turned the headlamp on, and obviously it fucking lit up the room so I could see. But it made me think, what is the best invention that nobody uses? Like, I think the headlamp, because that's a light on your head all the time. You can never see anything, and now you have use of your hands. That's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Viva.
It's dude.
Wait, Scylla and Charybdis
So
have different
thoroughly
products.
impressed with a headlamp. Cracks me up. I mean, I guess in that certain situation where if you are working in construction in a dark room and you have a headlamp, yeah, that is fucking incredible. For everyone else, I don't think the headlamp is really going to be at the top of their list. I would say
Soap.
everybody uses soap. You dumb
I
fucking
don't-
idiot.
I don't use
Not
it that
you.
often.
Not you. I would say a month ago this answer would be better. I think this is catching on more. The tapping your card for a while. That's been out for a while.
Mine broke.
That sucks.
Yeah,
bro.
it sucks.
Like
big time.
for like I think like a couple of years now. I feel like it said insert, swipe, or tap.
I never even knew I had the tap. I didn't know I possessed that technology.
We were swiping until when? Like that's probably like 5 years ago now, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
So the
we were
chip,
definitely writing about complaining about it.
the chip came around, and we had to make the switch. And rather than the banks and the people just telling us, oh, and also you can just tap it up here, we did the insert, put in your PIN, wait till it goes, take your card back out. When all the while, there was just this boop, and then you're done. No fucking nothing else afterwards. No receipt, no nothing. You're just done. And it was sitting there for like years, and we all sat there either putting it in or swiping it. And then once you see the light of the tap, now, I will say it's a little temperamental. Like, there are still places that it's like, didn't really work, didn't go through. But that one was sitting there for years. The amount of time that we all cumulatively wasted inserting, years off of our lives.
Do you do the Apple Pay?
No, sometimes, but like at that point.
I only do it at the Subway for some reason.
If you have the Apple card, you get all the money back. I don't have an Apple card.
Me
so
neither.
then, like, what's the fucking point, you know?
Yeah.
But
it's just easy. It's like your phone's in your hand. Your wallet's not.
Yeah,
always.
yeah,
Even,
that's
even when you're
true.
checking out, your phone's in your hand.
True. I don't know this. At some point, there must have been a period of time where some people didn't have Easy Pass. Like, if you didn't, like, I know that was like Northeast, we had Easy Pass immediately,
Never
and that
got
was
it.
it. What?
Never got it. Never once got it.
But you drove a car.
Drove a car.
Relatively recently.
Drove a car until I moved to New York. So drove a car 5 years ago for
See?
7 years.
So you're
8
a bad
years.
person.
Never had an Easy
You're a
Pass.
bad person because you're just contributing to traffic. I know you have your own lanes and shit, but you're clogging up things at the toll booth that just backs everything
What
else
am I
up.
gonna do? I'm gonna go out of my way to get a piece of plastic? I don't
Well,
think so.
no,
Kevin.
your parents were supposed to get it for you, like mine did. I did
The
eventually.
fuck are parents for?
Bro, I don't think I ever really fully disclosed the amount of money I had to pay to Easy Pass that one time. It's the most embarrassing thing in my life. It was
Proceed.
I had been driving without, because then they removed the gate, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like you could blow through it and not know if you paid or not. And every now and then I would see the thing that said, instead of saying Easy Pass Go, it would say like call center, And I was kind of like, I don't know what that means, like whatever. It didn't say like not paid.
What do they want me to do?
No, but there's so. And then I had so many fucking fines, probably for fucking years, and it was like $4,400 that I had to pay to Easy Pass.
Really?
When I like really did not need that,
Bro,
I
I've done
remember
that.
doing that. You know what's funny to me? Do you ever have this where like you worry about bills or money on like normal little things, but then if something really bad happens, you're like, all right, we'll just fucking pay it.
Yeah.
Like I have like a certain amount of money that I want to keep in my savings, and if I have little bills that like make me dip below it, I like start to freak out. But then if it's all of a sudden like you owe like $20,000 in taxes, I'm like, all right, well fucking take it. Just, whatever. How that money's gone. I actually at one point during my divorce, I got so poor that I stopped caring about money because I was like, what's the difference between being like actually broke or like a couple dollars not broke? You know what I mean? And I was like, either way, I'm fucked. So might as well like buy those extra shoes or go on that trip or whatever. But the best technology that nobody uses, I know there's a great answer out there.
Yeah.
I know it. Like there's got to be something on the TV.
Bidets.
Great.
They're
great.
getting more popular.
America's late to that one.
Yep.
There has got to be some stuff on your phone. Like I know that there's some apps and shit
Oh,
in here
yeah.
that are like gonna make your life so much easier that I'm just like utilities. Nope, not looking in that fucking thing.
Auto pay I don't use.
Auto pay?
Yep.
For what?
For like bills. Like I don't do auto pay.
Oh man, again, you're like a gorilla. You're like a fucking. You're like a dumb primate who just has not evolved.
Don't use them. I think a majority of people use these now. Subtitles.
Yep, that we've won the battle. That was a really good one for a long time though, but probably still vast minority.
Yeah.
Within the
I think
people
the
who watch and talk about TV.
in our echo chamber, I think
sure.
we're good.
For sure.
But most people on the planet do not use.
I bet you there's a bunch of buttons on that television remote control that do a bunch of things that we never use.
Yeah.
Like for a long time, like there's probably something that has the same value as the last channel, That doesn't even matter anymore. But back in the day when you could just flip channels, or like picture-in-picture I never used. I bet there's some times where that was really fucking useful.
Picture now, because we stopped it.
Yeah.
Right, I feel like if it was useful, you keep it. It would still be around. They're like that.
I wish, you know what? There's something that I wish in every single house there was a device. Like you push a button and it would print out on paper something from the computer.
Oh!
A printer.
I like that.
I mean, it would be amazing.
It's a good
Imagine
idea.
that in every house.
There was a time when we all had printers, and then we
Yeah.
just stopped having printers.
It's crazy. We just stopped doing it.
I mean,
Because and like the world, we stopped doing it because like for the most part you have everything on your phone or whatever, but there's still a decent amount of shit that needs to be printed out. And then you're like, all of a sudden it's 2021,
What, do a fucking Kinko's?
and I'm running to Kinko's or I'm asking someone to print something at work and bring it home to me, and it's like, how can I not just get this thing? And if you do buy a printer, printers are like $7. Ink is like $107. It's fucking crazy. I'm gonna think on that some more. We'll tweet them out. Tweet at us best inventions that nobody uses. Do you guys have anything? No, because you guys are all dumb. Crack staff over here, just a bunch of idiots uploading a fucking 60-second podcast like a bunch of morons. Truly the 1 minute man the other day. Okay, our interview today with Blair Socci, very funny comic. She rolls with Rosebud. JB, Jordan Barry recommended her. She has the Midas touch when it comes to picking out new comics for our show. So Blair is on the program. We're talking OnlyFans. We're talking hallucinogenic drugs. We're talking all sorts of shit with her. It's brought to you by FTX, formerly known as Blockfolio. You know FTX, the #1 app in crypto trading, the #1 app when it comes to buying and selling all sorts of crypto coins. 10,000 to choose from. We're talking the major ones like Bitcoin, we're talking Ethereum, we're talking Dogecoin. No, we're talking Dogecoin. What we need to talk is Dogecoin. Somebody said to me the other day, yo, so was Doge just like a gigantic scam? Like I checked my MetaMask wallet and it was just gone. And I checked and mine was gone too. I was like, what the fuck's going on? So I'm like, Tommy, is something wrong? And he's like, no, it's just like a glitch thing. Or sometimes people's balances just say 0, like refresh it and it'll pop up. But I was like, is there something wrong? And he was like, what is there a problem? Like, I mean, other than the fact that it's down tremendously. Fucking shit.
Well, how about SafeMoon too?
SafeMoon's fucking
SafeMoon's
garbage,
shit,
right?
yeah.
I mean,
Like-
that had to be a shot to Dave's ego, right?
Like,
If I called everyone I knew and was like, just want to let you guys know I'm about to throw my dick around, so you might want to ride this wave, and then it just
I don't even remember what app to check.
completely plummeted.
Yeah, that was just insider trading right there.
I think, yeah, but there's no such thing as insider
I
trading.
was gonna
with
say,
this.
yeah, I think you're allowed to do that. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, Dave wasn't hiding it. Dave was like, yeah, I've told people that I'm gonna get it. I don't even know what app to check what I have. I think it's okay. I think I have a wallet. Oh wait. Where is
This is
it?
why you got to get FTX. You have
Yeah,
all
this
of your
is-
crypto
it's
in
so
one
much
easy
easier.
spot. And right now, if you buy and sell, do anything over $10, you get a free crypto coin, which could be the next big thing that pops off. It's FTX, investing in the crypto generation. So visit the App Store, download FTX for free today. The most popular mobile app in the world when it comes to crypto. Get on board. You want to talk about technology that everybody should use? FTX. Download it today. Let's talk to Blair Socci on KFC Radio. All right, let's do it. So just flew in from LA?
Yes.
How long have you been in LA?
I have been there 3 years now.
And you moved from here?
Yeah. I started
Why?
comedy here.
Because you're a sellout bitch.
Yes, that's why, because I'm a sellout bitch. No, I'm from California.
Oh, okay.
I'm from Orange County, but I started comedy here. And then I think I was just like, I need the trees and television, you know?
Traffic.
Yeah, I need the
Dude,
traffic.
I've only been to LA, I think I've only ever been to LA with you.
Yeah, that's-
and
I
never
think
had a
that's
good
my
time. So maybe it's a company thing?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd you do when you were there?
Nothing.
Did you go to like...
We did meetings.
Oh, no, you know what we
just
did?
did meetings.
No, we actually we had a hell of a night one night. We met this chick who we were playing, we were in Huntington Beach? Somewhere like that.
We were playing
Florida
pool.
of California.
Yeah, well, that fits perfectly.
Well, then you hang
That
on
fits
just a
perfectly. See,
second,
I
Blair.
was not aware that was the reputation.
Yep, I'm learning
Had
right
I
now.
known that, I would have been prepared for what we encountered. But we were playing pool in Florida of LA.
And we were playing pool with this woman, and she had on like a sundress, much like yourself, in fact, very Florida, California fashion. And we noticed as the pool game was progressing that she was covered in bruises.
Oh
Like,
shit.
like
everywhere.
arms, legs, like marks and shit. And we never called out those specifically. We asked her what she does for a living. She had just gotten back from, did you say Germany or Europe?
Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe, filming pornography.
Oh,
And
shit.
she had been filming rough pornography,
I was like,
apparently.
Eastern Bloc porn? You're going to end up looking like that, girl.
Damn.
It makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, and she was like, I just want to come back and chill out in the pool hall.
It was like cigarette smoke
Yeah.
and fucking whiskey. It was like, yeah, this is
Yeah,
a place to
I'm gonna
unwind.
take a load off. Nice in the MMA capital of the world. Yeah, that place is fucking wild.
Yeah, well, she represented it well then. It was so funny. We're like two like little bitch New Yorkers. Like, we're not even good at pool. We're like scratching and shit. And she's just like running us off the table talking about her
she
porn
really?
bruises.
Was she, like,
Probably.
really good
She's
pool player?
Yeah, she's better than us.
She just fucked 12 dicks. She had a fucking feeling how to swing a stick around.
Oh my god.
I was like, man, Eastern European. I was like, do you have like a Venmo? Can I help
Wow.
out? Because
Yeah, what a good
let's at least
guy.
get you to do porn in America.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
Nobody wants to be doing Eastern European porn.
I know. I like when men contribute money to the cause. I'm like, say what you want. Let's see the cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think
Put your
you're
money
talking
where
to
your
two
mouth
guys
is.
with an OnlyFans. We support. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
We were very big supporters of the
Wait,
OnlyFans revolution.
I had an OnlyFans for 18 hours.
Like
Why?
I don't have I have an account that I pay people money on.
Yeah, like we don't.
I don't
I
post
was
pics
like,
for
oh wow,
performing.
that's so. I never would have sized
Yes,
you up for
yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
so great. You're
I-
multi-dimensional, multifaceted man. Yes.
Mine was top secret. Mine is top secret now because I had it just attached to my Twitter once. You know, it's like you sign in with this. I'm always like, I'm signing with something where I don't have to make a new password. Use my face and fucking get in.
Sure.
And then one time I had a girl be like, "Are you John Feidelberg?" I was like, "Fuck this!"
That's so funny.
You found my Twitter handle.
I know.
Fuck this. Fuck this.
I treat my Twitter like it's like my own private space.
Yeah, and it's not. It's not.
I say the most like that I would never say in person
That's why
when
you get in trouble.
everyone can see.
That's how you get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, I love trouble. No, I had
Wait,
an
what was
OnlyFans.
the 18-hour OnlyFans event?
Well, it all started on Twitter.
As all good stories start, it all began on the bird.
Yes, where everything is, pure and beautiful and full of possibility. And so, I don't know, I just popped off a tweet one day where I was like, on OnlyFans, can you just show feet or do you have to show whole?
Yeah.
And
No
so,
W there, right?
Just
no, it's just a thought,
hole.
and do I have to show whole or kind of because I have beautiful feet? And so I wrote that thinking nothing, and then it just was like 1 retweet, 2 retweet, like all of a sudden just like the tweet like went viral, and I was like, what is this about? And then I look under all the responses, and it's like all these pervy dudes that are like, oh my god, start one. I'll subscribe. And I was like, what? Are men okay?
No.
I was like, is this a thing?
Deeply disturbed, Blair.
Yeah, well, so I was like, oh my god, I'm about to be a business bitch, okay? I was like, I go start one, and they're like, are you gonna be put it on private? And I was like, why would I put it on private? I want people to know it's me.
Want it as public as humanly
Yeah,
possible.
I'm trying to get the cash, bitch. And so I put that, and I put, the bio. I said, Blair Socci, ankles down, no hole. I just, so I was like, if they look at my bio, they'll see, ankles down, no hole. And so I started, and I was like, and like that day, my feet were fucking looking raw, nasty. You know what I mean?
Which, like, that's what you get
Tarantino
more for.
style.
It was some Tarantino shit. For real.
That's how you get like the worse, the better.
I didn't even know that. I don't know you. And
I'll explain it in a second. Finish your story.
well, yeah. So then I put it up, and I put it on, and it's like and I'm getting all these subscribers, and I put it at like $20. I was like, and then I'm just like putting ankles down, and then like I get a pedicure, and I'm starting to get all these ideas. I'm like, I'm gonna step on electronics. I was like, I'm gonna be the fucking most incredible performance artist, and like get so fucking rich with doing little to no labor, and like, yeah. And so then I was like videoing like the pedicurist like massaging my, and I was like, this is incredible. And then I get a call, and it's like from my agents, and they were like, we saw what you're doing. We'll pay you to take it down.
Shut up. Yo, but you should have kept it up. You should have kept it up and extrapolated that and like how much you paying me. Let's sit down at the negotiation table, me versus my agents.
I would extort the fuck out of my agents. How much did they pay you?
I said I didn't want them to pay me, and I only had it for like 18 hours. But like, I think I could have done like 100K in like 3 months or something.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, so
and then once you start getting that, you start fucking deleting the no hole thing. You're like, all right, if we're getting that,
if I can get
we'll ramp this up.
What about just a little whoop? There.
No way. I was like, ankles down, bitch. I wasn't
ankles
even
down,
matter.
no hole is a cool mantra.
Ankles down, no hole. My bio, Blair Socci, ankles down, no hole. And yeah, but it was all just crushed dreams. I was like, what's the matter? Well, it's like severed body parts. Like, you didn't even see my body. My Instagram is worse than that.
Yeah. I mean, that might be the new. I've never heard of that because I always say that OnlyFans is the new American dream. It's the new revolution. I think at some point it's going to become a little more common where you don't have to show hole and like everybody's going to have.
You don't have to show hole.
You really don't, as we learned. But
I'll tell you
I
that.
understand that there's still a little bit of a stigma. So the new American dream is start an OnlyFans and have someone buy you out.
Yeah.
You got to have someone willing to pay you to take down your OnlyFans.
I would have been a little more threatening.
That's truly no labor.
I know. I am too pure of heart. I should have stuck my foot. I should have put my foot down.
Put your foot through a cake.
Yeah. I should have put my.
Listen, you step in a jar of peanut butter. You put your peanut butter on your feet. You're getting rich, bitch.
Oh my god.
That is. I really think that you should start it back up. I think that so they're worried like about your image, and they think that if you have an OnlyFans and you show your feet, that you're not going to get gigs or be taken seriously or some shit.
Well, I auditioned for Nickelodeon a lot, given this voice, and so I think they were a little concerned about the crossover of interests.
Let me just say this, since the voice came up, I think that plays in the weird world of OnlyFans too.
I think
like if you show your feet and then there's also talking in that voice. I'm just saying there are guys out there who are going to pay like triple.
Oh my god, what do these men want? Fucking middle schooler feet? That's sick.
It's
probably
it's perverted. Men are perverted. But that's one I never latch on. Like all like the barely teen, barely legal stuff.
I know, I hate that shit. It disturbs me.
They don't do that anymore on Pornhub.
Even,
they don't say that anymore. Because it's
they
like
shouldn't.
I think once they clean their shit up a little bit, they don't like say barely or whatever.
That makes sense.
A ton of other porn
it's
do.
Fucked up.
Yeah, it's like
this chick has braces and ponytails.
Yeah,
like, all right,
so
I
never got that, and I never got how it was so popular. If that's like some deep dark kink that you're shameful of, okay, but like front and center. Front page, everything was barely legal.
Yeah,
with
I know. I hate
pigtails.
that.
Yeah, we made it way more normal by making it brothers and sisters now.
Yeah, we were like, let's get on the incest and forget about this baby shit. But the feet thing, I don't get at all. It doesn't do anything for me. So I learned about it a couple weeks ago. So like your brain, like all the wrinkles along your brain have, I swear to God, this is true. The wrinkles on your brain.
I love this way this is starting.
The wrinkles on your brain, like you have certain Why aren't you taking this seriously? Why can't I talk to you about the wrinkles on my brain?
Kelly, just to be, you keep saying this, just to be clear, I'm not into it, but this is just how it happens. I want to be clear about something. I don't care about feet, but I've done some research onto why I'm so fucking twisted.
I now know why they are twisted. I'm not. Long story short, the spot in your brain that like is responsible for like thinking and feeling like your genitalia is right next to your feet, and people who have foot fetishes literally are just getting like their wires crossed.
Oh.
So they like legit view the feet as the same, like as like a sexual body part because their brain's just like whoop.
That's so wild.
Which sucks, by the way.
Why?
Like if that, I always thought it was just kind of like a preference that, I don't know. I didn't think there was something like physically going on in your brain that makes you like feet.
I don't know if I'm with that. So like what if you like tits? Like that's just, like what if you like legs?
Yeah, but
Like-
it's like I think it would be not one of the worst ones to have because
Yeah, I
you
guess
know
it could
it's
be worse.
PG. You go to the beach and you're having a fucking day.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true. I
But-
guess it's easier to get, but I guess to admit to people, if you're like, when you're like, I'm a foot fetish guy that like pays for foot fetish stuff.
I don't think it's
that's
that
weird.
weird. I don't know, like, but I did feel a lot of guilt to my subscribers. We became a family in those 18 hours. So now I will like show my feet on my Instagram, like, because I feel I want to.
Just shout
Sorry,
out
guys.
there.
Here's some for free.
Why don't you just do it anonymously, and it's not your name attached to it, and then every now and then you just like put on your Instagram like, this is my friend's feet.
It's just an OnlyFans you promote.
Yeah,
That's-
I know. Maybe I need to rethink my terms, but like,
This is Blake's feet. Check them
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Because that's just, I really, I mean, good for you. Like, you're, I don't know. I would just take the money.
Yeah.
If I could take pictures
I
of my
think-
feet,
I
I'd be
think
like,
women-
fuck Nickelodeon.
I'm too-
Unless they're fucking paying
Also,
you the bag.
Just fucking tell Nickelodeon, like, look, we're just doing it in reverse order. Usually you have the kids and they end up on OnlyFans at the end. We're starting on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I don't think they would hire me. But if you're listening, Nickelodeon, I'm a multifaceted woman just like these men. You know.
We're actually
they're-
multifaceted women.
So you can do Nickelodeon shit and still do whatever kind of comedy you want, but if you cross over into anything
Yeah, that's
like
a
sexual,
weird thing.
like
I
you could
was-
get on stage and talk about fucking and sex and feet and stuff. You can do this podcast, but if you were to engage in it, they're like, no.
Yeah, I don't know. The weird thing about podcasts, I think about this sometime, and I'm like, I guess that's like archived. I'm like, when I have kids, are they? I hope they don't listen to podcasts.
I am praying that when my kids get older, podcasts are like a total
Obsolete?
thing of the past. Like they're gonna be like, podcasts? What are you, 100? I'm like, yeah, good. Don't ever listen to podcasts.
Yeah, well, I mean, I try to be a good person and progress whatever way we need to progress with things, but like I'm like, comedy's not evergreen. Yeah, like I said shit like on stage, and you're always getting better at comedy too, and so like you'll look back
old
at
material,
shit from
like,
like you're like, oh god,
that was terrible.
Dude,
embarrassing.
I was doing the other day when it was raining out, because I always think of like this blog I wrote probably 7-8 years ago in our old office when everyone made fun of me for wearing a raincoat in the rain. And it was just a regular raincoat. I didn't
like
look
pussy.
Yeah, I didn't look like a Gordon.
You wore
Finisher.
weather gear,
right? And it was like, am I gay or something? And like the whole blog was about how like, what am I supposed to be like? I'm not fucking gay just 'cause I wear a coat. I'm like, I never make like, there were weird jokes. Like people acting like I have an umbrella shoved up my ass. Like they fucking suck. They were bad jokes. It was a bad blog.
I hate
And I was like,
reading
fuck,
that.
I wanted to tweet this today, but like it's just shitty. Like
Yeah,
it sucks.
old
And it's-
material. I don't even like watching myself currently, let alone
Right.
Yeah.
in the past. I can't do
Yeah,
that.
I know people on the internet too. It's like, who are these people? I don't know, saying that shit. Like, who was commenting on your blog about a raincoat? Like, queer? Like, what?
I think about it like all the time. Even the people who I like and who are supportive and nice and stuff. I'm like, what are you doing? The people you see like always on your Twitter feed and comments. It's like,
Yeah.
thank you so much, but I just would never do that to like anybody.
I'm fine with anything positive, but like when
Yeah,
they,
I also am. I'm gonna throw my
Yeah,
hat in that ring.
when they-
I
You
think
can say
that's-
nice things to me whenever.
I think that's
you
even
want.
weirder though.
I know, because I gas people up.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I don't
I think
gas,
you gas people
like,
up because most
because I know how
like,
I know how sad they are on the inside. being on
yeah,
the internet.
everyone is.
like I realized. I mean, this is just human nature. Everyone is much more quick to talk shit on the internet than to hype people up. Especially, you know what I realized that cracked the case is like we just did like the normal guy demo. Those guys are never gonna hype you up.
Right.
You know, if you're like a
Yeah,
young,
exactly.
like if girls who are fans of like a female artist are gonna be like slay queen slay, and they're gonna go, and then like young people and like their boy bands and shit, they're gonna be like overly positive. When it's just like we're normal dudes and we're doing comedy for normal dudes, we're never gonna get any support.
Yeah, you comment a guy. Guess what? It's like having a fucking raincoat. You fucking gay dude.
It's like embarrassing for me to like. I don't like hanging out with people in real life that are talking shit constantly, and like not in a fun way, but are just like negative and
It's
talking
exhausting,
shit on people.
because that's
I don't want to be. It's not fun.
But it's also exhausting to hang out with people who are constantly being like, "I love this."
yeah,
All right.
Yeah, I find
everything is all right.
I
Everything's fine.
I can't stand the people who are. You just know we're always gonna be happy.
yeah.
You just know they're gonna be positive or love everything. It's like, oh god,
Yeah.
It's like a puppy. It's like,
yeah,
stop,
but
just stop.
also, like, these negative comment people, it's like, you would never say that to my fucking face, bitch.
Say it to my
know you
ankles, not my
wouldn't.
face.
Yeah, you say what you want about me. I have gorgeous ankles, but, yeah, like, I just know they would never say it to my face.
Never.
And that is weak. Yeah.
I feel like you should do the foot thing. That's just really. I'm just thinking about the business side of it all, and I just can't see an avenue where
you
it
don't
doesn't
have to
make
do
sense.
the foot thing because I think women and men, because I've dabbled in this world, are in the golden age of making money for really not doing anything. Like in your DMs, I was talking to I think it happened to Keegs yesterday. It happened to another girl who works here, Katie Stats, and like I think it was probably the same guy who was DMing them, being like, "Can I pay you for a dick rating?" And they were like,
dick rating.
Yeah, like
I've never heard of this.
You never heard of this?
And I've heard of a lot.
Yeah, no, that's some girls have that as like a staple. Like you sign up for our account and you get like pictures and videos, and I'll rate your dick and da da da.
And they were like, it's just they got random DMs like, I'll give you $50 if you rate my dick. And I've had this. I've had a FinDom before.
What's that mean? That's what it's called, a FinDom?
Financial domination.
It's just,
they want you to spend their money.
Oh,
and shit.
I've
The
always
greatest.
get those offers, and then I'll be like, yes, bitch, let's go. And
Yeah.
then I never get an I'm like,
Oh.
you just wanted to say that.
Oh, I see. I did it once.
Yeah,
and
whatever happened to
He
that?
Was it a woman?
No,
it
it was a
dude?
guy. It was a guy.
Yeah.
Wait, this is wild. Incredible.
Yeah, he like.
To be fair, if you want to be reckless with your money, give it to John Feidelberg. Like he'll find a way. You know?
FinDom is hilarious. Now I know it.
It's an unbelievable term. It's like fantastic. And this dude just DM'd me, and he was like, "Yo, will you be my Fin Master?" I don't know what. No, I guess he would be my FinDom. Like
You're the
no,
dom.
I'm
You're
the
the
I'm the
FinDom.
FinDom.
He's the
my
Fin sub.
He's my Fin sub. He's
Yes.
a Fin sub.
He's a Fin sub.
And so I was like, what does that mean? He's like, basically, I just pay you money and you insult me. And I was like, yeah, I'm fucking in. And he's like, what can I get for $100? I was like, nothing, you cheap piece of shit.
You little fucking bitch.
Yeah. I said, nothing, you cheap little bitch. And then he's like, all right, here's $100. Like, that was a good one. And then we did it for like a few days. And then he's like, will you, he just sent me his dick. Like, he didn't send money. He just sent me a picture of his dick. He was like, will you make fun of this? And it was just like the saddest dick I ever seen. I was like, too real, man. This got too fucking real, dude.
It's all easy to, it's all fun and games talking about it until you gotta fucking write back and describe someone's dick.
I gotta describe some dude's little dick. I was
Yeah.
like, I think I'm out, man.
Yeah,
that can get dark like real quick. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be on the hook for anything sexual. Like
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to give someone that.
How much money though? What's your number?
How much money for what?
To rate that pathetic dick.
Oh, fucking $110.
I got a guy.
Probably less if we're being totally honest. He just sent it without Venmoing me first.
I get worried if like there's any like I don't care personally. I'll fucking look at your dick and make fun of your dick and you send me money. But it's like it's gonna have like your name attached to the message.
Yeah.
Or if you have to do a video or whatever, it's like I just don't want that out there.
Yeah,
but if we can keep this totally private. Like if we could do it on the phone, your dick sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Venmo me $500. Let's go.
There's no way though.
Yeah, I'd kept mine pretty secret until I told it on a podcast.
That's the thing about OnlyFans too. It's like completely unprotected, all of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I also think it's like people who have the anonymous OnlyFans. It's like, how do you get it going?
I know, how do you get
because they want
subscribers?
it says I've looked into this. I looked into that in the brain with the feed. It says like your page will grow very much if you like tweet about it and post it on your Instagram. It's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that's
really?
the problem is that I don't want to show that.
Yeah,
but I mean, I guess
exactly.
so. That's what you need, like a friend or some shit to post
Right.
it. It's like, yo, you post your OnlyFans and I'll post. You post mine, I'll post yours.
Yeah.
That's the new. I'll show you mine. You show me yours.
Damn, you guys are really well versed, educated, schooled on OnlyFans.
Yeah, I know.
We started the fucking revolution. Man.
Yeah.
we were big OnlyFans people. I'm off the OnlyFans now though. I've used it a little too much. If I'm being honest. like when I had people random fucking like porn stars being like, "Oh, is this your Twitter handle?" I was like, "This."
I got it.
Damn.
I am flying a little close to the sun
Yeah,
here
yeah.
with the DMs I'm sending
Right.
and the fucking public profile I have. I'm gonna fly a little close to the sun on this fucking podcast. To be honest, I should shut my fucking mouth more often.
I feel like
Thank God you don't, bud. Thank God you fucking don't. We wouldn't have a career. So back in New York for just a visit or what?
I'm doing it. When is this gonna come out?
Tomorrow.
Oh, sick.
Nope. Thursday.
Thursday, I'm headlining a show at the Bell House in Brooklyn on Thursday night with Chloe Fineman from SNL, Joe Pera, and Sydney Washington.
Awesome.
And were you out last night in New York, or were you with Rosebud in LA? Well, I saw I think both your
she was
Instagrams.
in LA. She came to my show, and then she's staying at my apartment, and I'm staying at her apartment. And she's coming back in a few days.
A little like holiday swap. You ever seen that? Yeah, except it's fucking, you're living in Rosebud spot. That sucks.
She's got a pink bat.
Who's getting the short end of that stick?
She is.
She is?
Really?
Yeah. Her apartment's. I walked in today and I was like, "Damn, bitch, okay."
And she walked into yours and went, "Damn, bitch."
No, she's very kind. She's like, "I love it here." Like, yeah. My apartment's not bad, but her is like, she just moved and it's
nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
Like,
So they're
it's
on
not
the come
like
up, huh?
it's not like a comedian one bedroom. It's like
Got it.
Sex in the City one. You're like, oh, this is gigantic.
She used to talk about the kids smoking cigs on her stoop.
Yeah.
And how she had to get like through the bullies to get into her apartment. So I guess she's.
It's just so funny that she talks about anyone smoking on a stoop because we will be in like the most serious place and she'll just pull out her vape and I will be just in a cloud of smoke. And I'm like, yeah, get away, you New York bitch. Okay, this is clean California.
We don't smoke weed.
Yeah, you're in only weed only, please.
Pass the
please.
dab.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I don't even know what a dab is. I'm a fucking loser.
I don't either. I feel like I took one and like passed out, and I was like, I don't think
that sounds about right.
I think I'm too weak for this.
Do you smoke a lot of weed? You like weed?
My thing is gummies, and I only do it after the sun goes down. I have rules, yeah, because a lot of my friends, I go pretty mute once I have weed, and so it's not like a social thing for me. It's just when I'm like on the couch and I want to go to like another galaxy, you know?
Yes.
I want to time travel in my body.
Yeah. Have you done any of this Delta 8 shit?
No, what's that?
It's one of our sponsors is called 3Chi. It's like they take like it's called Delta 8. That's like the chemical part of it. It's like an extract out of the THC.
Oh.
And it's like a lot of the good of weed with some like none of the bad. But when it first came out, people thought it was like CBD.
Right.
And they were like, oh, CBD is not real. Just
placebo bullshit.
Right. So people were taking it like it was CBD, like and it's.
I took it all home, John. You're
You took it all.
I was looking for something to give to you.
So that
But
exactly.
What does it
case in
do?
point, it just gets you fucking high.
Oh.
So same sort of shit. It's people are. The
I
real
love
use is for
education.
anxiety and good sleep and all that shit.
Wow.
But we all just thought like, another sponsor, maybe it's like a CBD thing, and then we were like, oh. One of our guys here actually told his mom. He was like, yeah, it's like it's like the CBD thing. So take like 4, and you need to take like half.
Oh my God.
You need to take like half of one.
Oh my
in the
God.
hospital, I think, right?
She was like hearing voices and all sorts.
Oh, I've been there, sister. Yeah.
Have you been in the hospital from too much weed?
No.
Oh.
I've never been into the hospital for a party-related incident, but one time in
Sick!
He had that like on deck, like very proud. Like it's like, hi, my name's Blair, and I've never been to a hospital for a party related incident.
I don't even know how many times I have been to the hospital for party related
Really?
incident. Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay, well, no, I'm the youngest of like older brothers, so I started all this shit when I was like 13, and the only way that I could be around and was like allowed in the room is like if I never had any issue with anything. So I learned like immediately how to like hold alcohol, how to like never be whatever,
good, though.
like to be calm as hell, and like to not lose my purse, not lose my jacket, not do whatever.
Well, that's why you're a mute. You take it. It's like,
I guess. No, the weed just like it's like I go into different rooms in my brain and forget that anyone is in front of me, But no, one time in college, I remember it was like when medical marijuana was first a thing, and the water polo player next door to me got a card, and so
where'd you go to school?
UCLA.
Okay.
Yeah. And he got like he's like, here, you need this brownie, and then like he's like, here's a weed horchata or whatever, and this was like
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, me neither.
It's a weed horchata.
Horchata with weed in it, and
I don't know what horchata is.
it's like a beautiful Mexican drink, traditional Mexican drink. I think it's Mexican folk. And then so like whatever, I got so fucking high that I remember laying down and like my body was paralyzed, and I remember being like, move your arm, Blair, and my arm being not moving, and I was like, oh no, my brain is disconnected from my limbs. And then I was like, I was like, move arm, move, and my arm wouldn't move, and then I was like, God, if you let me have movement in my body again, I'll never do drugs again. Lasted like a week, but I was like, I'm fucking paralyzed.
Yeah, like that's what paralyzed. Like, move your fingers. Like, come on.
Yeah,
I can do it. Like, I move my fingers. There's hope. There's hope.
That is the worst. We actually talked about that yesterday. I forget why we were talking about that with like with John Bernthal and like make the promises you make to God. If you fix this, like I promise I will.
One thing.
I promise I'll clean my act up. I'll start going to church, and then like it happens, and you're like, boy, I'm gonna renege on this promise to the Lord and Savior.
Yeah, and it's so funny too because like I think at that point I didn't even like believe in God, but then you find out you're like, when shit goes down, I'm
looking for him.
I'm all of a sudden throwing up a prayer, like he's there all the time.
God, it's like you should have gone half now, half later. I'm not doing any of that shit. You should have collected half early up front.
I don't, out of respect to God, I'm like man, I'm not gonna. If you are the holy being, this is bullshit. I'm not gonna waste your time filling your inbox with prayers that I'm not holding my end of the bargain.
That'd be a great skill. Dear God, he looks down. No, not you.
Yeah.
I've seen too much.
Again?
You know how this goes, John.
Bro, I listen to the podcast. I know what you fucking say about this shit.
No, once you get older, you don't even say that shit anymore. But when you were younger, you're all about trying to like make deals still.
Dude, I made those promises a lot. And I don't think he ever came true. Like, I think I'm good. I don't think I ever.
You don't know him?
I don't think I ever welched. Like, I think every single time.
I mean, look at your life. I don't think he gave you much. He hasn't delivered on his end of the bargain either. Yeah. Fucking.
I was like, please save my grandfather. Fucking died that
dead?
day. All right, bro. Like, I don't think I needed that clear a message. The cell phone I had for emergencies started ringing like in the middle of my prayer. I was like, Gramps died. Did you say something? Did you ask God for a special day?
That's so funny.
Oh my God. God
John Henry,
hates
did you
you,
try
bro.
and make another wager with God? Because now my mom and my dad are dead.
Oh my God.
That's how conversations with my mother go. You killed my mom, you bitch.
You have a really good Christian relationship with the Lord. Yes.
Do you do mushrooms?
I love mushrooms.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, in my older age now, mushrooms is the only shit that I do. Except I did do ayahuasca during quarantine.
How was that?
It was crazy.
Where'd you go?
I did it like an hour outside of LA. I'd always wanted to do it for years, but I was like, I'd always heard like, don't do it in LA. It's just like fake white people bullshit, like wellness influencers or whatever. And then someone told me that they knew someone who had a great experience, and I was like, sign me up. I'll go to some fucking freak fest in the mountains by myself that'll probably end in murder.
Murder's best case scenario.
Yeah, because like there was like a whole month of prep. It was really gnarly. Like they have the dieta where you have to like take out all this stuff from your diet, and then no drinking, no smoking, no caffeine, no medication, no allergy, like all this shit
for a month.
Well,
like, what if you really need that medication?
Take me out. I'm out.
Yeah.
I know. I think you can't really do it if you need that shit.
Yeah, I thought it was like because of that stuff. I thought you used it to get like your body off of caffeine and drugs and alcohol and like addictions and stuff like that.
I don't know. I didn't go into it with like a
you were just like, let's just have some fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not a fun thing. I wouldn't do it if you're looking for fun. No. This will take you to like the fucking crevices of your soul in like the core of the earth.
That's like what I hear from everybody, and I'm like, why does anybody do this?
I don't know. I just thought.
What was your experience?
I was like, well, I'll probably become like a cute wife soon, like with kids, and I don't know. I probably just this is my chance to do something fucking nuts. So, but I
Because
Can't
of
be a
self-
mom doing
So you
ayahuasca.
did ayahuasca because of a self-imposed deadline.
no, I was just like, now
I'm
seems
gonna
like a
get
good
knocked out
time.
soon. Some guy's gonna leave it in soon, so I gotta hallucinate in the fucking desert.
Yeah, so I thought, why don't I just explore some inner terrain?
Yeah.
And I had heard it's not fun at all. Like every podcast and documentary I watched was like, you're gonna literally go to the fucking scariest, darkest place beyond what you can even conceive.
And you puke and stuff, right? A lot of
Yeah,
people
you puke a lot, and
oh yeah, there's a lot of throw up.
you puke your fucking brains out. You puke like you.
puke
didn't
the dark
even
parts of your brain
fucking-
out.
You. Oh my god. Also, I remember. Obviously, I was on DMT, but you puke.
I mean, obviously, is it the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay,
DMT. And so like I was looking in the bucket, and it's like black, and like I don't actually know if this interpretation was real or not, but it looked like black sludge, like you puking out like I don't know your demons or something.
Yeah.
And I remember looking down, and there was like 2 glowing eyes in it. You guys are so scared of me right now.
Yeah, it's horrifying.
and people do this intentionally.
No,
It sounds like a
was really
torture method.
cool. It was really
No,
cool.
it wasn't.
It was,
No, it wasn't.
It was cool because
If you went to a party and there was a bucket of black sludge with demon eyes in it, and someone said to you, "How was that party?" Would you say it was cool?
no, the Guardians pick it up right away, so it was just a quick look. I was like, oh, there's a little guy in my in there.
Oh, I just puked up a soul.
And the Guardians
Oh,
pick it up. What's that? Like
the
people-
Guardians,
What the
the
fuck
staff,
does that mean?
But the staff,
Cleveland
taking care of
baseball
you.
team is there.
But there's so much ritual. It's like this very sacred thing. I was like, oh, I don't need to do acid now. I really did that. But I was expecting something fucking terrifying, like the Death Eaters from Harry Potter, or something that was gonna really wreck me. And like I guess I needed like the opposite thing, because I got taken to a pink marshmallow jungle, and everything, it was like a Pixar movie. And I was like wow. I also didn't even know that your brain could see that stuff.
Okay, like to tell you what, pink mushroom jungles kind of swear. Marshmallow jungles.
Yeah.
Kind of. I might fuck
That
with
sounds cool.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah, but I was
that part I'm
the
a little in
puke
on.
demons, not my bag. But
you demon.
And that lasts for like a long time, right?
Yeah, I mean, like, you're in a ceremony. It's like they do so much like ritual and prayer. It's like hours and hours, but it was just a weekend long.
how many? A weekend
weekend?
long. That's too long to be on
They
drugs.
do it like
Full-
10 days in the in like Peru and
See,
shit.
this is what I'm afraid of doing it. Is I know that I got enough
I
issues
get bored.
and shit.
I
in
don't
here.
even. I'm not even. I used
I
to be
don't
like
wanna
that.
get-
I'm not even scared of what my
oh.
brain's gonna project anymore. I've seen the fuck.
That's
I've
how-
seen
I
what
don't
you
think
can
you
do.
have.
That's how I felt.
I don't think you have though.
That's how I felt. I was like, I've already like done so much excavation in there.
Yeah.
You can't fucking scare me.
The puke demon looked you dead in the eye.
I wasn't even scared. I was like, hey babe, you know, like that. Yeah. But like, I think if it's not something, it is really fucking gnarly. So if it's not something that you're genuinely interested in, you don't need to do it. I don't think I'll ever do it again, but it was really cool.
Was it just the experience? Like, I feel like some people come out of it and they're like, my entire like mindset on life shifted because of this, that, or like I shifted the way I thought about money, I shifted the way I thought about relationships.
Yeah.
Or were you just like, that was a cool weekend, back to my normal self?
I was like, that was really cool. I like meditate a lot. I'm like this.
You're so fucking LA hippie.
I know. I am like just an LA bitch. So I guess, I don't know. I'd already done a lot of that. Like, I think if you don't do that stuff, it would, break your mind.
You would be mentally fractured forever.
Yeah.
You would never recover.
Yeah.
Don't say.
I think I grew up in that era of like where they just scared you too much about drugs and shit like that. When you heard the urban legends about fucking, took acid and never came out of your trip and all these things, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'm like that
Too
with
much of a
other
pussy.
drugs. Like, I've never been into like the pills and uppers and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just the wacky shit. Where you go. Just the existential fucking hallucinogens. All that other stuff scares me. Fucking lunatic. You goddamn
I get
psychopath.
that. See, the pills.
Oh, cocaine makes you stay up? No thanks.
No,
I'm gonna go into the fucking depths of
You're into puke demons. Cocaine just makes you fucking stay up late and want to open a bar with your friend. That's about it. You just stay up and design a bar. Never talk about it ever again.
I don't want to
tired with the demon.
The coconut made me grind my teeth. Adderall did. When I did Adderall like in college, I'd wake up like.
Yeah, for sure.
But fucking pills, I never liked pills. I only did like Xanax once. And I've told the story before on podcast.
Just puts me to sleep.
Oh, it's heaven.
Like,
that's that shit. That would be my biggest fear of getting addicted to something because you just feel like you're floating.
Yeah. No, see, I never had that experience with pills where it was like, I did it once. My brother, we were coming home from Jamaica. My brother just turns around and he hands me a pill. He just goes, "Yo, take this." And I didn't even ask a question. I just took it. And I'd never taken Xanax before.
Are you the younger one?
No, I'm the older one.
Oh.
Yeah, he's the cooler one.
Whoa. Didn't see that coming.
And so like we go through the airport line in Jamaica, and then we had a layover in Atlanta.
Jamaica, it's not that far of a flight.
Well, we had a layover in Atlanta,
Yeah.
and then I lived in Boston at the time, and then I knew we had a layover in Atlanta, but I don't remember any of it. And then the next thing I know, like I literally remember like taking the pill, going through security. And then the next thing I know, I was dragging my bag through the parking lot at Logan Airport.
No.
And I was like, where did the last 6 hours go? I was alone. I was with my whole family when I took the pill. I was alone in the parking lot, and it was nighttime. I was like, what the fuck happened?
That's how I feel when I take a 5 milligram edible. Literally. That's why I can't be outside.
It's like you lock yourself in the room.
It's truly time traveling. It's like
It
I
is
started
time
here,
traveling.
I woke up there.
Yeah.
Like I came out of it here. It's a totally different place.
It's like
And
taking
it's like,
a vacation in your body.
Yeah. That's why I used to think it was scary how like casually we would black out and stuff drinking because it would be like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
You know, like there's like several hours that are just gone.
I know.
What if we fucking killed somebody?
I always liked it though. I liked how like my brain and my body were like simpatico, where it was like my body was like, "Yo, dude, I gotta take the night off." Like I know how to get us home. Like I'm good.
Isn't that funny though? Like I always like put my phone in the charger. Or like take my shoes off and like put them like in the closet or whatever. Like hang my coat up, you know, like little things like that. Like I would also wake up with like a slice of pizza on my face, but all these other things were like special, like perfectly done, you know.
Yeah, I would be like, I can't believe I fucking folded my shirt. I don't even do that sober.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm almost. I was definitely more like tidy and neat drunk than I was sober.
Yeah.
When I'm sober, I'm throwing my shirt around.
Yeah, because you work a little harder.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
it's like,
I gotta prove it. I gotta prove it.
Yeah.
It's like the people who used to say that they were the idiots in high school would be like, I'm a better driver when I'm drunk.
Yes.
So I focus
know.
more. So I try to make it look like I'm not drunk. So like, you come home shit faced at night. You're like, all right, when I wake up, I don't want anyone to think I came home wasted. So I'll just make sure I fucking clean up the kitchen, clean up the living room. But also there were times where I just almost burned the house down.
I remember that feeling in high school, coming home and talking to my mom because my mom would wait up.
Totally cool.
And I would just be like, just look her right in the fucking eyes, like just stare at and just be so calm, answer like very eloquent answers, and like I know my mom knew, but because she could never catch me though.
She didn't have the evidence. She had the goods.
She never had the evidence.
My buddy used to keep a bottle of mouthwash outside like his front porch and would rip some mouthwash before going in. It's like, why would you come home at 2 a.m. with perfectly minty breath?
That's hilarious.
No fucking.
That's so funny.
But I guess, again, like it's like I had a stick of gum, Mom. Like I know you got me, but it's like the mafia. Like I know you know I did it, but you don't have the evidence, you know. But I mean, then you realize also that once you get a little older and see someone who's drunk trying to pretend to be sober, you realize how blatantly fucking obvious it is.
Yeah, or like a 16-year-old kid.
Right. You realize that you didn't get away with it ever.
Yeah.
You just had parents or teachers or whoever who were just like, I'm going to let them get off the hook for this.
Yeah.
Like you didn't trick them. They just didn't fucking
That's one of my favorite tweets that like, it's like, I thought I tricked my parents coming home high every day from high school. And then I realized that sober people don't give goodnight handshakes. Good night, father. Good night, mother.
Good night, sober mother. Good night, sober father. I, the sober child, will lay down and go to bed as well now.
Oh.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, I think about that as like I decided if I want to like become a mom, and I was like, does all this has to end?
Yes.
I had to just.
You're hot to become a mom, huh?
No, I don't know.
This is like the second time you brought it up. I feel like you're looking
'cause
for yellow baby fever.
I'm wrestling with it because, I have to decide. But then, like, I'm a comedian and I travel everywhere and I have this whole life. And,
You know what
men
fucking
don't have
sucks?
to change.
That biological clock shit sucks. Because it's like you could do whatever and just decide later, but it's like you gotta,
No, men could be
decide
at
now.
like 44. They're like, yeah, I think I want to have this chick pop one out for me in my spare time if I can make it home, if I can just do a drive by my house, say hello. But yeah, I'm trying to like.
The advice given to fathers is just the fucking best. Like, how you be a good dad? Just be there.
Yeah.
How you be a
bar
good
is
mother?
so fucking
sacrifice your body, your time, your nipples, your vagina,
Yeah, your
everything,
nipples,
everything
your
you hold
vagina.
dear in your life.
Yeah, everything's incredible, and yeah, dudes.
All the fun.
And then dudes on Instagram are like, babysitting my kids for the night. You're like,
what?
You're,
Babysitting
you're babysitting? You're babysitting?
being a
Is
father.
someone paying for you to watch your children once a month while your wife goes to the fucking movies, bitch? Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah, the bar is pretty fucking
That's
low.
why I know. That's why it was just seemed very terrifying decision.
How old are you?
I'm not telling you. Oh my god, we just met, babe. Wow.
My answer is unequivocally no, don't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have children?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
If you, no, it's like
Mm-hmm.
you totally like sacrifice your career and shit. Like, not
Yeah, I
no,
know.
I shouldn't say totally, but like substantially, where it's like you have to pick kind of between the two. Or my like biggest struggle was like you're not like doing everything at home, but you're not doing everything at work. You're like failing kind of on both fronts.
I know,
And
there-
I hate that feeling.
Right.
It's like people at work were like you should be at work more, and people at home were like all you ever do is work.
Right.
Like, well, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like it seems like a lot of guilt, and I already wrestle with guilt in my life. So I don't know. Yeah, I
Just
don't.
do ayahuasca. and
Only
fucking-
time will tell what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Do you have a boyfriend?
No.
Oh, so you're like, fuck it. I'll just have
Look,
a baby.
I
I'll just do this
recently-
shit on my own.
No. I would not do that. Why would anyone do that? But
Well, because eventually you realize that the men are useless and just like are a hindrance.
I've seen a lot of good men, but I recently retired from dating comedians, and so I'm a few years clean, sort of. But now, I have to, when I'm not dating these men that I'm around all the time, I have to like consider other men that are
Were
like.
you dating comics just because you were like a closest, like a proximity, like
Yeah,
always on the road, or
yeah.
we're always in the club together?
Yes.
Or you're actually attracted to them?
And they're like very funny and they're very charismatic and they're very smart and they're in your fucking face constantly, like, da, 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 you know? And
That's a good thing.
no, it's just how it happens.
Oh, okay, got it.
Where you're like eventually you're just
Okay,
like, all
I'll
right,
fuck
I've
you.
seen you every night. All right, you got me. I'm tired.
Yeah, you've worn me down. It's a war of attrition.
It's just drowning.
It's like, I will
accept.
bother you until you accept me inside of you. It's a numbers game and a long con where it's just like I'll bother you for months.
Yeah, but my last few serious relationships were like both comedians, and now I was like, I think that's like for my 20s, and now I've sort of moved on.
I've always been shocked by like Rosebud and Andy or Rich Voss and Bonnie or any like the comedy couples, because it's like it also just feels like, I mean, comics are like kind of inherently narcissistic and thinking about themselves and trying to always be the funniest and one up each other with jokes and also like all your material, it's like, so this girl I know, like, who I want to fucking kill because she drives me crazy. Who do we think it is? All that shit just seems like it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, I mean, I never had that issue in relationships. It was like pretty.
You were just funnier. You were the funnier comic.
Well, you said it, not me, but like I don't know. It's easy to like, I feel like, talk about your relationship or the other person without like saying anything mean to them. Rosebud and Andy take it in a way that is shocking to me every day.
Interesting approach.
Going forward, I'm like, wow.
Wow. We really didn't hold back there, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, I am much softer than that. But
you know what? That's what's funny too, because they are also like the most fucking mushy couple I know.
Totally.
Like, she'll ruthlessly make fun of his all of his shortcomings.
Sure.
But then, you'll see a post or just them every now and then be like, you love my life.
Oh yeah, they're
So it's
very in love. But going on, I feel like I did develop like extreme commitment issues. So
Sure.
I'm working.
Sure.
I'm working through that now. Just learning.
In what way? Like you're afraid to commit? Or-
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. And so now I'm trying to unlearn, stop Heismaning. Re-unlearn.
Breaking my brain.
Yeah.
Re-unlearn.
So that I can welcome a man into my life one day.
I feel like how welcoming a man into your life again. If we're doing like the baby thing, is like my mom welcoming my dad into the kitchen on like Thanksgiving, where like you can hang around for a minute. And you're like, but you're just gonna fuck it up.
Things work.
Get out.
It's not for a baby necessarily. Like I don't know. I'm still trying to decide. It's tricky though.
It is. Just,
Are you gonna have a baby?
No.
You're sure?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure.
Everybody
I'll probably
says
have an
that.
accidental one, but the
Wow.
I don't know. I'm not gonna get a vasectomy, so.
Yeah.
Semen might do what fucking God-given intention is.
Right.
You're probably sterile.
We know you.
Yeah.
We know how God feels about you. So,
Yeah, it's probably why he's gonna give me a kid. Like, I know what he fucking hates. I know. No, but I've had a laptop in my lap for 15 plus years. So like,
Sure.
my shit's either gonna come out like fucking Dwayne Johnson,
Right.
or like
a tail.
I think that's
or like fuck.
I think that's what
Yeah.
happened to me. I think
Like, I'll have a
I think
kid.
it was supercharged.
Yeah.
I think it's one or the other. He absolutely either kills it or turns it like Spider-Man.
When we were here
Yeah.
for a long time, like we used to just blog at home, like on our couches. So we just had laptops just sitting in our laps.
Right.
Like we didn't have offices. We just had fucking couches and TVs in a fucking studio apartment. And yeah, it's been in my lap. Like my fucking shit is cooked. Well done.
Damn.
Well
Maybe
done.
mine is too. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, but you also chicks don't do this. Where actually, I guess you do, but I don't know if it affects your fucking
When I
stuff.
was writing all my genius.
No, but when you drive, do you slide it under your piece? Well, not your piece, but your hooch.
My phone.
Phone goes directly under your balls when you're driving.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
It always does. And it's like, oh yeah, here you go.
No,
boom.
mine's just in the holder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
That's what we.
You're not
that's what
worried
your
about
pussy is.
fucking.
I thought your pussy's the
infrared.
holder. Mine's just in the holder.
Yeah, no, I just put it where phones go. I'm trying to shove it up my ass.
That was.
Yeah, like, if you hit a speed bump too fast, fuck it.
I was like,
No, I don't put it in my pussy. That's why there's no hole on the OnlyFans. You with the phone's blocked.
Yeah, ain't goes down no hole. I ain't goes down no hole.
That was one of the weird things I found out when I learned that was like kind of a universal thing that guys do.
What?
Put it under your balls.
Yeah.
I
thought that's
still
what I
don't
do, but-
understand it.
It's. I think there's again
Neither do I.
kind of like a nice little bookend. How fucking guys are so goddamn perverted. I think it's just like, man, I hope someone texts me. Like,
So you just get one
just
jolt
a cool,
of
hey,
a second?
Yeah, little,
You're
hey, how are
driving,
ya?
I'm driving and just like.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's like how we grew up fucking give each other sack taps. It's still hey hellos. It's just
Oh
like,
yeah! Oh my god! I remember that shit. Like watching the men I love all around me in my prison of toxic masculinity that I grew up in. It's just like the youngest of all boys, just being like, "What the fuck is going on?" Just being like a little girl watching, like, I don't know, what the, I don't know.
In middle school, the girls were like sirens in Gap sweatshirts, who they'd come around and like your friend would be like, "Yo, go give John a hug." So they'd be like, "John, can I have a hug?" I'm like, "Oh, Britt, how you doing, girl?" I'd be fucking so exposed. And then a friend would come around the corner, bam!
Oh, Britt, how you doing, girl?
My best friend in my life just fucking
Sold me out.
tries to put my nuts into my lower stomach.
Were you like tomboy at all, or where's the ages?
So I'm
middle,
4.5.
younger?
I'm the youngest.
Youngest.
4
So
and a
you
half.
had
and
to be like.
It was full on like hand-to-hand combat. Like, and it was, I grew up in like a very like so hardcore sports, like fishing, diving, hunting, like
All of it.
our family
Diving
trips.
was an interesting middle there.
I didn't well, I did.
Fishing and
More like-
hunting with speedos in between.
I'm willing to bet it's more jumping off of really high shit.
No,
than
no.
It is like
no, it's
the diving team.
No, it's like spearfishing and like
Oh,
diving.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Makes
I knew
much
that-
more sense.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like the dudes in the
Cliff
Olympics who were
jumping?
no, I thought like speedos at the Olympics. Like this is
Yeah.
the high one.
No,
Look at my backflip round out.
I did so much shit that is stunning to me now. Like I just
And this
like
is all in California?
yeah, like most of our family trips were like driving down Baja Peninsula. Like we would like like the most like you would never think a 10-year-old girl should be doing ever. But I mean, my whole life was like sports and surfing.
What was the craziest shit you ever done? Like, as a 10-year-old girl, it's like holy shit.
Well, I
should've done
think
that.
like diving in the middle of the night with like my dad and brothers at like midnight
With
when I was
guns?
like 10. I didn't have a gun. I fucking needed one. Yeah, damn, like oh Jesus Christ. I mean, like I did like
gotta be, like, dark
cliff
as fuck out
diving,
there,
like scary. I did so much
You ever go in
terrifying shit.
caves?
My brothers do still to
That's
this
nuts.
day.
People go like
And like moray eels like pop. They're like, yeah, I saw a moray eel that popped out of my. I was like, I would have a heart attack
What's
if
a
that
moray
happened.
eel? The fucked up one?
They're the scariest. They have full teeth,
Look it up.
and
I can picture it already.
they're the scariest
pop out of,
fucking
like,
things.
holes in the
Yeah,
caves.
because they dive for lobsters like during lobster season, and they're nocturnal animals, so they're like
Right.
down. And so when they're looking in, they have gloves, but they like reach into holes, and a lot of time that's where the eels are, and they're so scary.
Ew, fuck
They're
off.
So scary. Yeah.
Bro, imagine. Like, look at that.
Look at that fucking thing.
That is
Get
a
out of
monster.
town.
Yeah, it is.
Like
a
if I
monster.
were to make a movie and be like, all right, we need like a monster to exist in the ocean, I would draw that fucking picture.
Yeah.
And people are, oh,
It's
It's like a snake, but it can breathe underwater and it has sharp
it had
teeth.
sharp teeth.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I know.
So when did you was there a moment where you were like, I am gonna like wear makeup and do my hair and dresses and not be like beating people up and
No,
be
I
like
mean,
an idiot guy?
I always was like, if I wanted to like turn it on, I could, you know,
Mm-hmm.
on a Friday. Put a little, but you know what I mean, like.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
I was gonna say.
But I was like,
On a Friday, I would be.
No,
Okay.
I like.
So your brothers love that. Monday to Thursday, she's a blast, and then on Friday, she's.
No, I mean, I grew up on like the beach, like just surfing and doing all that stuff and volleyball, and I played college volleyball, and like my whole life was just those things until I finally quit volleyball, and then I was like, oh, I can do like get into the arts and stuff.
Get into the art.
The arts. Is that what we're calling it?
Then I can get into the arts and talk about my pussy on stage.
Is that what we're tonight at the Bell House? We're gonna be talking about your pussy.
Thursday night at the Bell House.
But this comes out Thursday.
Oh yeah, tonight at the
Tonight
Bell
at the
House.
Bell
We're
House.
time traveling.
Tonight, oh my god, I love to time travel. I love
Time traveling and pussy. That's what we're talking about tonight on stage.
No, I mean, look, there are some things about my pussy, but it's a whole spectrum of incredible, lexicon of subjects, and
I thought you were saying your pussy's an incredible spectrum. But
that
But,
too.
okay.
But I don't need. I mean, it precedes any explanation. So, yeah.
All right, cool. So people can get tickets to see that tonight if they're out. It's in Brooklyn, right? The Bell House?
Yes,
Yeah.
please. In Brooklyn at the Bell House, we have great guests, possibly another big surprise, and it's going to be a really good show.
And where can they find you on social and all that shit?
You can find me at Blair Socci, BLAIRSOCCI.
I gotta admit, I've been in my head reading it as Sochi.
The whole time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't really
I'll be honest, that's
even-
why I didn't quite say your name at first. I was like, I'm going to just try to figure this out as we go.
That's good. I mean, I don't care. Phonetically, I feel those people are also right.
Yeah.
But my great...
Have you spent your whole life saying it's actually so good?
See, I'm
Saki.
I'm Feidelberg, and I'm just like, I'll reply to anything.
That's how I am,
don't
and
care.
I don't give a
People,
fuck. 'Cause
people
I'm
get
like,
very
you're
defensive
right.
of their names. Like, this is how my name's
Comedians
pronounced.
are
Like, who gives
so
a shit,
defensive.
Man? Call me
Like-
fucking Ted.
Same with me. That's exactly how I feel.
It's like the lowest form of self-worth. It's just like, please call me by my name. And you guys are like, I don't care.
Bro, I don't give up.
I'm just
I don't deserve that treatment.
No, I'm just a chill dude, you know? I need to get upset by what you don't know.
Yeah, like,
you
you don't know
know?
how to pronounce my name. It's a fucking hard name. Who gives a
Saki,
shit?
Blair Socci. Do you ever like sake, like the drink? Like,
Yeah, I love sake.
I
Yeah.
hate sake.
Oh, really?
I think it's disgusting.
I love
Realize
it.
How smooth I made that during this?
I am.
Again?
That's like a perfect Hershey Kiss.
Yeah.
That is nice.
It's
yeah.
pretty good.
We're putting
Yeah.
that. Well, okay. Turn around. That was his last thing that he created while on the show.
Oh, wow.
So a lot of growth. A lot of growth since one time. So it was our anniversary, right?
Yeah.
Very
Our
childlike.
anniversary, and it was like 11th year, and that's pottery. You know, there's always like a medal or something assigned to it. So I said, while we record today, why don't we make things out of pottery? So he made that, and I made this dick / microphone. You know, so I was like, oh look, I made a microphone, and he was like, I did this. And now, a few months later.
Yeah, look at me. I've really grown as a person.
You have.
Yeah, that's
You
like
have,
John
man.
Scissorhands.
Yeah. This is like John is a special ed kid.
Yeah. You show that to a psychotherapist, they're gonna
Right.
be like, here's my number. Give me a call.
You're really
for you,
into
man.
it. It's good.
Yeah.
All right, Blair. Well, thank you for coming through.
Thank you so much for having me. I had a great time. It was great to meet you.
Absolute blast. Nice to meet you as well.
Great. Well, we meet again. This little dance that we do where you finish a video, you've made it all the way to the end, and yet you are not subscribed. Why? Why would you do that? It's like watching a TV show and then wanting to like forget the channel that you just watched it on. It's like, you know you like it. You know you've watched this whole fucking thing.
It's probably like a 6-hour video.
Just click subscribe.
Saver went on twice.
Just click subscribe, and then you'll watch the video the next time it pops up. And we don't have to do this dog and pony show every fucking time. Click subscribe.
It costs you nothing.
Costs
you nothing.
$0.
Benefits
and
us
makes us
greatly.
money. And then everything gets better. Rising tides lifts all subscribers. Click the bell. The bell is a big one too. And then you comment, but just click the subscribe button for the love of God.